cloud. Okay. New individual, personality skills, some knowledge, experience, confidence, better at communication, learnings, communication. Oh, I haven't read this fast in my school time also. What are you guys even doing, man? How to convince, speaking skill, more engaging, knowledge, new knowledge, better than my friends. What was that? Are you going to take away better than your friends from here? Influence, communication skill, confidence, tips. Okay, thak gaya main. Uncooked thoughts of Shivansh. Okay, I got something better. Someone cracked it. Uncooked thoughts. But this time Shivansh has no uncooked thoughts. He has come with a well-prepared dish this time. So, okay, I have already taken your 4 to 5 minutes, and you must be wondering this one particular question. As I love to read humans, so I know that you must be wondering this particular question: who the hell is this guy? Because तुम में से कई लोग मुझे जानते हैं, but majority of you people don't know me. Maybe you have never seen my face. Maybe you never have heard my name. Maybe you know Shivansh. Maybe you know Digivel Mohit, that is me. Maybe you know Community of Executors. Maybe you know Harsh Sharma, the co-founder of Community. But the chances are most of you people are here due to ads, and you are here just because of the topic you want to learn. So we will go to that. No problem at all. You will get what you are for here, what you are here for. Firstly, let me introduce myself. Who am I? So trust me. Okay. I think I have to turn off the chats. It's distracting. It's really distracting. It's host only. So if you want to convey anything to me, you can. So, so who am I? Trust me for this particular fact. No one cares. No one of you 106 people do care who am I. Why you are here, you already know it. So either you are here for the topic or to hear Shivansh, or when you know Community of Executors, maybe these three things. So on topic we will go later. About Shivansh, Shivansh will definitely tell about himself better than me. So the third thing which is needed to be known is the Community of Executor. Today I am not Digivel Mohit. I am the face of Community of Executor, which you are watching right now on your computer screens. Coming up to the Community of Executors is actually an elite community, which with the various activities, the daily and weekly activities, we focus on execution and increasing productivity of all the members we have inside there. Yes, you heard it right. We focus on execution and productivity. सुना है ये चीज कभी? सुनी है? लगता नहीं ये कुछ ऐसी चीज है जिसको करने का हमेशा सोचा है बट किया कभी नहीं, या फिर करने की कोशिश की है बट रुक गए थे कभी. लेजीनेस, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन, सेल्फ डाउट, whatever. So this is what a product is. This is what something which we work on with our members. So this is what community is. We build an ecosystem, an environment where people actually feel like pushing themselves to work and all things. So today, this webinar is all about psychological tips and tricks of influencing people. Now, अभी बात तो ये भी सच है कि तुम में से कोई कम्युनिटी ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटर्स को भी नहीं जानता. Okay, let me know in the chats how many of you have seen Community of Executor or heard its name, maybe on the stories of your friends, maybe word of mouth, maybe किसी भी तरह से. Have you ever heard Community of Executor? Maybe you have seen their stories of daily reporting. No, let me know in the chats. Don't nod head like this. Let me know in the chats. Okay. Have you ever heard about Community Executor? Maybe you have seen their daily reportings. Maybe you have seen your friends transforming from a procrastinator to an executor. Maybe you have seen Instagram filter rolling over their heads for community. And maybe you have seen them thanking community on their Instagram stories that they transformed a lot because of community. Maybe you have seen that. Yeah, I'm reading it. Okay, making it public. Do let me know. Okay, Vikas has heard it from his friend. Shreya has heard it. Okay. Madhav is saying nahi. Madhav, you are already a member of Community of Executors. Masti nahi. Ashish is saying yes. Okay. Abhishek Balani, I have from a friend. Okay, great. Ankit, heard from brother. Okay. Sindhu, no. Omkar, yes. All. Okay. Abhishek, always day and night with COE. Okay. A lot of no. Yeah, a lot of no are there. Now, do you know why I just introduced Community of Executor? Because you don't know about it, yeah. तुम्हें पता ही नहीं है. I just came. Can you tell me what happened? Okay. Oh, just wants a summary. Oh, just nothing actually happened. Just I gave an introduction of community. So talking a little bit about community. Just a 1 minute 30-second thing. This community is actually about building an ecosystem to work and execute. This is the only thing. We don't believe in motivation. We don't. Many people know here due to our post and many things. We were on stories of many people in Abhinav Arora story. If you guys know Abhinav Arora, we were sometimes on different influencer story, Vakas Hasan sir. So you might have heard about it. So this is what we believe in, building the ecosystem. And now, the only question which can come in your mind is how you can be part of this community. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm not going to talk about it right now because you are here for this webinar and that is our focus. So this is what we will move to, but the only way to enter this community is the program Road to Execution, which is a 21 days program. I will tell you about this program at the end if you are serious enough to know, to get the knowledge from Shivansh, if you are serious enough to take whole webinar and get some questions out here, engage in here, and you will end till the last. You will stay here till the last. Then you will get to know what is the procedure to be in such elite community where we select members. Yeah, I'm serious about it. We select members. We don't take anyone. So we will take it up in the last, that what the process is. But right now, talking about the topic. Okay, I'm still getting chats. Nice. Okay, great. So psychological tips and tricks to influence people. इसको सुन के कुछ समझ आता है? Just get in a flashback. थोड़ा सा पीछे जाओ. You might think like, यार वो बंदा आया, उसने मुझसे कुछ कहा, उसने मुझसे अपनी बात मनवा ली और मुझे पता भी नहीं चला. Like he told me something, he got his thing out of me, he got the thing he was here for, and मुझे पता भी नहीं चला. I gave him the thing he wanted. That's how these hacks work, and nobody else than Shivansh can tell us better about it. Talking about Shivansh, Shivansh is a very, very good friend of mine and Harsh too. That we know him, like Harsh knows him about an year ago. Like it's almost an year. And I know him since 6 to 8 months. So connecting with him, learning a lot from him actually, and now hosting him here. So like we invited Shivansh for this webinar to teach you all people that the knowledge he has about communication, public speaking. And let me tell you, if you have ever seen his Instagram page, if you have ever seen his content, it will blow up your mind. You will know how amazing he was, how amazing is he with his communication and his content. You will get a bit right now. So Shivansh, are you ready for this?
All right, let's get into it, guys. Hey, everyone. My name is Shivansh, and thank you so much for being here. First of all, as you can see, I'm very energetic. I just had 2 Red Bulls, and I haven't slept yesterday because I was very excited. Okay, I gotta calm down a bit. So, first of all, I wanna thanks Mohit and Harsh from the COE family, because I always say that collaboration is so much better than competition. And although, like, all some of you guys here are in the similar field, you may be into personal development, you may be into content creation. A lot of us are talking about the same thing, but we are not really our competition. I believe that collaboration is always better than competition. We, doing this is such a great way. And how this Sunday could be better. So I want to thank Harsh and Mohit and all the COE family. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys who just joined in, who are not from my profile or either from COE profile. I really appreciate you guys. And I'm looking forward to, whatever I'll be sharing, it's not to educate you. It's about awareness. You probably would know some of these hacks, but you have never realized that, oh, these can be used like this. So let's get into it. So this is the presentation overview. I'll be sharing a quick story about who am I for the people who don't know, and for the people who know, I'll be giving a brief, like a short story. And the nitty-gritty of the presentation, that is a main topic for today. And we'll have a quick 15 minutes question and answer round at the end. So who am I? By the way, I love this pose. This is called a power pose. If you are nervous, do that. I was doing this for 5 minutes before I started this webinar because I was not expecting it to be 106 people. Wow. I have never spoken in front of so many people on a digital platform. So with that, I would tell you guys, I was born and raised in Delhi, India. Right now, I'm living in Sydney, Australia. I'm completing my Masters of Commerce in University of Sydney. And, cliche fat to fit wali jo story hoti hai, photo dikhao. Okay, I have photos for you guys. And I had stage fear, which I am so happy that I overcame with practice and like going again and again and just embarrassing myself in front of people and still going again. So for an example, this webinar for me, what it is for me to face all of these people and to face that nervousness that I might had in my mind. Oh, I can't do this. But until you do, you would never realize it. And I started creating content on on my 21st birthday, pardon my typos. And that was last year, 18th March 2019. So here you go, guys. These are some memes, some made by me, some made by other people in the community. And this is me again. I love this meme. How many of you guys know these? Have you seen what's the name of the series? Let me know in the comment section. What's the name of the series? I'm forgetting. I guess it's 13 Reasons Why. Yeah, look at the smile. I love it. Okay, so conquered stage fear. These are my different snapshots of different competitions that I was a part of. Okay, let me tell you guys, like I was not always like this. Right now I'm standing, right? I thought like standing wala setup acha hoga, बैठ के थोड़ा सा बोर हो जाऊंगा बोलते बोलते और energy नहीं आएगी. I like using my hands. As you can see in all of these pictures, I have my hand somewhere in the air. This is a quick public speaking tip for you that if you are speaking, keep one hand free and move it like naturally, like not unnatural movements. Although I agree, I sometimes move like a monkey, so bear with me. Other than this, let's get into content creation. So this was my first piece of content that I ever created. This is the first video that was posted on 18th March 2019, my 21st birthday. I want you all to read the name of the title. Just have a look at the title name of the title. What's the video is called? So it's Leap of Faith. Now, let me tell you guys a story. How many of you guys have watched what's the name? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated one? Give me a hand raise. All right, I can see some hands. All right. So if you have watched that movie, you will know that in that movie, the main character takes a leap of faith and he doesn't know his web would work or not. So just before a month of my birthday, just before this video was posted, I saw that movie. I was like, okay, it's time to take my leap of faith because although I have overcame my stage fear, I was still nervous of putting me out and putting my thoughts in the internet because when you are on internet, I am exposed to so many people. Right now, there are so many people that I don't know. I don't know who is gonna write a hate comment, who is going to judge me. So when you put yourself out in the world, once you put your thoughts out in the world, it's like taking a leap of faith. And that's pretty much what I did. So I want you all to read the description. I know that's very blurry, so I put it up. So I'll give you 30 seconds. Have a quick look. So basically, I was saying that I guess I'm jumping the gun on this one, but it doesn't really matter as long as I'm having fun. So here we go. So once I was thinking about it, I was like, no, that is too quick. This video is not perfect yet. It took me 15 seconds to, consider if this is a good thumbnail or not. Because once you're putting yourself out there, you're thinking of perfection and everything. But I thought like, okay, I had fun. On my 21st birthday, I spent almost 6 to 8 hours shooting this video, just standing in front of the camera like this and moving my hands around. And it made me feel good. I was having fun. So here we go. And that's exactly what my point was for this webinar as well. As long as I am having fun, as long as you guys are having fun, this webinar is going to be fun, right? So you can tell me that the Red Bulls are working. I'm very excited. And I want to know how many people here have ever typed psychological hacks on YouTube. Raise your hands or chat, leave some comments in the chat box. How many of you guys have ever Googled psychological hacks for better communication, or you have maybe looked at how to win friends and influence people? That's another great book. Cool. We are seeing a lot of people here. Wow, a lot of engagement. Gautam, Dipshika, Swapnil, Shruti, Ojas, Krishna. All right. So yeah, and I'm guilty of that too. I've done that too. So nitty gritty. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this presentation. I don't want to bore you guys. I know it's a Sunday evening and I don't want to take a lot of your time. So we'll get into it. This is a very quick webinar, like not me speaking for a lot of time. I hate that. So nitty gritty is, it means the most important aspects of practical details of a subject or situation. Here the situation is me giving you a webinar, and the nitty gritty or the main aspect or the important aspect is the 5 psychological hacks, how to influence people. So let me know how many people have heard Picha Kucha presentation. Raise your hands if you know. If you have ever heard about Picha Kucha presentation, what it is about. A few of you guys. Okay, so as you can read, a Picha Kucha presentation is a format that uses 20 slides or images that are displayed for 20 seconds each. So basically, it's a very fast way of presenting your presentation, so not to bore your audience. But I was trying to make this presentation a Picha Kucha presentation, but trust me, I'm a content creator by heart, and I can't speak for 20 seconds in one slide. I have to give more time to it. So I was trying to do it, but I couldn't like use 20 slides for 20 seconds each. So it'll still be short. But this is Picha Kucha presentation. If you are ever giving a presentation, like a business presentation, a marketing presentation in general, have a look at this. It's a good format. So the nitty gritty, 5 psychological hacks to influence people. This book, I'll show you the book. It's just in my hand. Okay, how many people are seeing my video in the main screen? Like you guys can see me, right? So this is the book that I have to study last year as one of the unit that I was studying. It's called, I don't know if it is visible. I think it's upside down. It's called Negotiation Science and Practice. So it's a business negotiation kind of course unit, I would say unit in the course of MCOM that teaches us how to do better negotiations in a business setting. But once I realized that a lot of these principles, a lot of these scientifically proven concepts can be used in a day-to-day life, I was like blown away. And trust me, if you guys have ever talked to me, I might have used some of these psychological hacks in one way or another. So, but in a good way, not in a manipulative way. And that is my purpose of telling you all about this as well. It's not about cheating. It's not about manipulating, but it's about knowing how the brain works. It's about knowing how we have evolved. And I said before, a lot of concepts you would probably know. You were like, I know this, but you don't probably know how it is, or the proper format of it. So let's get to the first one. Don't read anything. I don't want to read. I don't want you to read anything. I want to tell you how I structured this slide. So the first heading is the name of the psychological principle. I would highly recommend you all to get a pen and a diary. I always keep it. It's not about my content, but you can while I'm speaking, there might be a different thought that can come into your head. And I see a lot of people grabbing their diaries. I saw Hirva, Vishal, Sonal just grab the diaries real quick. All right, so for the people who haven't, get something or maybe make your notes on the phone. So the first heading is the name of the principle, the scientific academical concept. And below that, there is an explanation, academic explanation. These are not my words. These are the words that I've used. And below in the brackets, I have given the references of these academicians, of the people who did these research. So if you want to look up more about these principles, you can just type in, Murdoch Junior 1962 serial positioning effect on Google, and you'll find something out of it. So let's get to all of the 5 hacks that I will be talking about will be in the same format. And after every, or maybe most of the concepts have an explanation or a real life example after them. So the serial positioning effect is basically that you can recall any information provided to you in a sequence. But the thing is that if I'm talking about probably 20 things, you will only remember 25 to 50% of the first 2-3 things after I'm done with my presentation. And of the next 10-20 things, initially I talked about 2-3 things, then I would talk about 10-20 things. Of those 10-20 things, you would only remember 20%. Like you wouldn't remember it after the presentation ends. But the last 5 issues, right before I close my speech, the last 5 issues, those will be remembered for the longest, and those issues will be the one that will be in your memory almost for 30 to 100% of the last 5 issues will be retained in your brain. So I'm actually using the same principle for my presentation as well. This point that I wanted to tell is not the most important psychological hack that I had. So this is on the number one, because this is important but not that much, so you will remember it. It's a very okay. Before I start, I want to tell you heuristic is not a, like, it's a rule of thumb. It's not science. So all of these psychological hacks are not science. Like, it's not that if I drop this mouse on the floor, it will go down because gravity, right? So these are not scientific, like in a sense, like these are not science facts, but these are more like heuristics that works if used in the right way. So let's get into practical implications, which I've talked about. That keep the least important issues, points in your presentation in the middle of the speech, because you will only remember 20% of that. The audience will only remember 20% of that. And the most important valuable points should be kept either at the beginning or at the end of your speech or negotiation. So let's get into the second psychological hack, that is commitment and consistency. So I'll give you 30 seconds, have a read at this academic definition. I always don't like it, but I'll try to explain it in simpler words. And I want to say hi to the people who are here: Nandini, Kavisha, Minaz, Alicia, Nancy, Isha, Shivam. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Prajwal, Shruti, Neerav, Ankit, Krishna. Really appreciate you guys. All right, so I'll read it again. Once we make a choice or take a stand, we will encounter personal and interpersonal pressures to behave consistently with the stand or commitment. What it basically means is that once you give your word, you want to save your face. If I say that I want to come at this webinar at 6 p.m. I have committed for it, and I want to save my face. I don't want to be late because people will think otherwise. And this can be used in a lot of different ways. So I'll give you a real life example of how I use this as my Instagram giveaway. It's a case study. It's a real case study. I want you all to have a look at the number of shares. This is the number of shares. This is the number of saves. And these are the number of comments. And like, I don't have that many followers. It's just 3,000 followers. And this was actually me, telling about some program that I have. So why did so many people actually share that? How did I do it? So I use certain things in the framing of my proposal that was to share on the stories. Let me give you an example. This is, I think Shabazz is here as well. So this is Shabazz screenshot. I just took a screenshot to explain to you guys. In the video, I talked about, if you guys want to learn, in the comment section, tell me what is your problem or why do you want to learn, right? Now, once somebody commented on that post, they were committed for that post. My next comment was, hey Shabazz, I'm happy to see you wanting to learn and improve. Please answer this question honestly. Why do you want to create content? What's the purpose? So I genuinely wanted to know what the purpose of this guy is. And he expressed his thoughts, like he wanted to express myself in front of people in social media in the form of video. So now what is happening is he's committing, and it's a consistency. Like, he's telling why he wants to create content. Now, after that, I DM'd him. And I think in this audio message, I wanted an explanation of why he wants to be a part of this program. Now, the more I am engaging this person, the more they will be willing to comply with the request that I will have at the end of my proposal. So on the right, I'll give you 30 seconds, just have a look and ignore all the typos there. Have a read at this message if you can read it. Okay. And this is so true. When I started my program, I thought there'll be maybe 5 or 10 people will be interested, and there were 40 plus people. For this webinar, I thought there will be 20, 30 people, and there are 100 people. So I'm telling you guys, never underestimate yourself. Like, if you're doing hard work, if you are trying to do something, just put it out there, and you will get results. And Mohit and Harsh has been putting in so much of efforts in making this happen. So I'm really grateful for them as well. I keep mentioning that. So this is the process. We started from a simple comment. Why do you want to be a part of this? At the end, my call to action for them was, share this on your story. Now, what happens is, I've seen a lot of times when content creators have a giveaway, in the caption, they will write, tag 5 people, share this on your story. But if you're not a public authority, if you're not an authority at what you say, people don't really want to do that. So how do you build that authority? How do you build that relationship? It's by asking questions, making that person committed for whatever you're trying to offer. So this is an example of commitment and consistency. That's the reason I had 56 shares for a giveaway, because people were committed for it, and the more they answered, the more committed they got. The third is reciprocity rule. I'll give you 30 seconds to read the definition. So basically what it means is we must repay our debts in kind. It is overpowering. Doesn't matter if we know the other person or not. So this is, again, as I said, I'm not educating you. I'm making you guys aware of these concepts that actually work. Now we all know that if we are nice to other people, if we are helping them, if we are doing favors to them, they will be likely to return those favors. But how many times we are actually doing that? So a practical implication was I got an internship, I got a paid work from Digital Pratik, and how I did was I created a free video for him, and I just shared that. So if you have a skill, a very good way, you might have seen this a lot of times. A lot of people are saying that if you have a skill, you want to improve in it, you can prove that, you can show that skill set to a person by working for them for free or providing something upfront which shows your skill. So I ended up getting a paid job, internship, freelancing gig, whatever you want to call, by him after I sent that video. And it's actually very hilarious. I was trying to find it to put it on the slide. I think I deleted it, or it's misplaced. If you want to watch the video, just send me a DM. I'll send it to you. So other practical implications is, if you're a content creator, you have to engage with other people and build rapport and relationships. So as I said in the beginning of this webinar, that it's about building that rapport and relationships. Now, reciprocity rule is so basic. Let me know how many of you guys think it's so basic. Raise your hands if you think like, oh wow, this is so basic. But how many times are we actually doing it? How many times we realize this is happening to us as well? So some of the things that you can do, or the practical implications are, share posts on stories or leave comments. Now, this particular point is for the people, if you are a podcaster, for example, and if you want to get a person on your podcast, how do you actually get that person if he has an authority and there are 100 people actually DMing him or her for getting into podcasts? You start sharing their post on your story, leave comments, be genuine. You are building that favor. You are in there, you're becoming used to sharing their posts, and they're seeing what you're doing. So it creates that favor wala feeling, oh, this person has been doing this for me, and probably they will accept it likely more than if you were not doing that. And in real life, do other people small favors in real life. If you are a business, then consider sending in a free consulting report. A lot of you guys might have agencies or consulting marketing businesses. So what you can do is you can find leads, prepare something, maybe look at their website, see where they are lacking, make a proposal. Hey, this is what you can do for it. Just help them. Don't ask for the sell right away. As Gary Vee. Okay, how many people know Gary Vee? I think a lot of us. I'm looking at least 40 or 50% of the people should know in this webinar who Gary Vee is. Okay. I'm seeing some hands. I think Ashish, Omkar. All right. So as Gary Vee says, jab, jab, right hook, jab, 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 right hook. So basically what he's telling is that you have to make that relationship. You have to do some favors to people. You have to make them, feel that you're trying to help them genuinely and not sell them something. And the last point is my uncooked thoughts. This is not in the book. Be nice, karma is real. I wanted to write bitch, but I thought of writing real, but whatever, as I said it. Be nice, karma is real. If you are being a person who is spreading positivity, who's spreading, who's doing favors to others, who's helping others, you will get something in return. If I can help any one of you guys here to, okay, wow, this was a good point. You will feel, okay, Shivansh provided me with this point. He helped me with this point. I'm grateful, you're listening to me, but I also want to provide you with some valuable actionable step that you can use tomorrow. But at the same time, as I said, this is my first time giving a webinar in front of 99 people. I'm not an authority. I'm not the lecturer of this unit. Like I didn't actually taught this to different students. I'm talking from my experience, from my study. So I'm looking forward for your feedbacks as well, because karma is real and you should be nice. All right. So the fourth psychological hack is reasons effect. Remember this, guys. This is very important because probably this is one of the hacks that I use the most. people are most accepting of doing things for others if they are given a reason to do so. And the academician name is Langer. This study was done in 1978, and it's a very famous. How many of you guys know photocopier experiment? Raise your hand. It's called the experiment is called the photocopier experiment. So they actually did an experiment which proved what this this hack means. Okay, a lot of you guys know it. Cool. So I'll be telling you guys what it actually happened. So there was a copy machine study. In what happened was that, if you are in a line, if you are getting some photocopies done and there are people in front of you, now you are part of the experiment. You are a confederate. You have been hired by the researcher, and you go there. There is a queue, and for example, there were three different things that people said. Three different statements they made different times to see how many people will actually let them go first. So what they were trying to do was they will go to the queue and say, can I go first, and skip the queue, and they would frame the sentence in different ways. So the first sentence was, excuse me, I have 5 pages, may I use the Xerox machine? Now when the researcher, the confederate, used this sentence, only 60% of the people complied. That means only 60% of the people let him go before others. But the second statement was, excuse me, I have 5 pages, may I use the Xerox machine because I am in a rush? He said, because I am in a rush. He just said because. That is the reasons effect, that if you frame your sentence in a way where you're using reason, we're using because, people are more likely to comply to your request. As you can see in this graph, 94% of the people actually let him go first before other. In the case before that, only 60% people did it when he didn't mention. Okay, I'll show you from my notes. Let me bring it up. Can you guys see this? These are the three statements. Let me know if you can see it. Can somebody raise their hand? Ashish, can you? Okay, cool. So these are the 3 points that were raised. I gotta get more used to the technology, guys. I'm finding it very hard. I'm actually using 2 screens. This is the first time I'm having this set up, but all right, bear with me. So the first was, excuse me, I have 5 pages. May I use the Xerox machine? Only 60% of the people complied. The second was, excuse me, I have 5 pages. May I use the Xerox machine because I'm in a rush? 94% of the people complied. The third sentence was, excuse me, I'll have 5 pages. May I use the Xerox machine because I need to make some copies? Now, this is such a bullshit, reason that I have to make copies. Everyone in that queue, everyone in that line wants to make copies. This is not even a real reason. But just because he used the word because and he gave a reason, you can see 93% of the people again let him go. So what you can see from here is that if you use because, people are more they're more inclined, they're more likely to accept your offer. So rejection, then retreat is the 5th psychological hack. And this is the last one. This is what also very important. This is the reason I have kept it for the last. So if you want X plus Y, then in your first offer, ask for A plus B plus C plus X plus Y. What it means is that if I just want 2 things and I'm making an offer, I should not tell the person in the very first offer that I want X and Y. I should match it up with and put some more packages that, okay, A, B, C, which might not be that important to you, put them up, because now when it is a big package, when it is a big offering, the person might say no. When he says no, you can start removing the non-essential aspects that are A, B, C from your packages to get him, more inclined to let you take X and Y. So what you can do is in the next offer, you can remove A, B. So you can say, okay, can I have C, X, and Y? You still just want X and Y, but there is a C which makes the offer look big. He might again say no. Now you can say, okay, X plus Y, which was your initial offer. So never put your initial offer in the first offer, like in the first, when you're making the first offer. Don't put your ideal situation out there. There's also a psychological hack. It's not a hack, it's a term. How many of you know winner's curse? Raise your hands if you know the term winner's curse. I'm looking at your videos now. Okay, a few of you guys. Cool. So winner's curse is basically that whenever you make a first offer, for an example, I'll tell you that I was flipping books here in Australia. So what happened was, Okay, I'll digress a bit. I want to give you a quick story because it's very good. So I was following Gary Vee, right? And he told about flipping lifestyle. And I was living in a student accommodation which had 800 different people from all over the world. And what happens in Australia is a lot of people just come here for doing 6 months of study. Like they are on, exchange students, which who are not doing the whole course. They are just here for doing 6 months, probably not that much studies, but they just want to explore Sydney and they just want to hang around, have parties and all that, but also study. I'm not saying all of them just come for parties, but it's a very short study period. So what happened was I was living in a student accommodation with 800 different people, and they were exchange students. So once they would leave the country and go back home, they would not take their textbooks back with them. And I was living in this accommodation. They had a library, and all of these people would just leave the books in the library. I saw all of those books stacked up. I went to the reception and I asked them, hey, what are you going to do with these books? They said, probably we're just going to throw them away. And I was following Gary Vee. What I did was I opened up my eBay and I scanned all the books in that room and find out how much are they selling for and which is in actually demand. It took me almost 2 hours and I had a cart, like trolley. I went to the reception. I was like, can I get a trolley? Probably people were thinking my PhD, but I just made $3,000 of those books that I got from eBay. Not in 1 month. It took me a long time. I still have some books in the back room, but it was more about that experimenting. Okay, let's do it. Let's try it. So I scanned all those books. I put them up. I was in a market as well. So university mein markets hoti hain. So you can go and put up a stall there. I'll tell you another story. So what happened was only businesses are allowed to put up a stall, and I was not I'm not a business, right? So I just went there and I asked. A lot of times people don't ask. If you ask, you will get an answer. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. I went to the person who was organizing this event. I said, hey, I'm a student and I would really love to have a stall here. I'm starting business and I want to practice my sales skills and all this. I said, because I gave him a reason. I was using the psychological hack there as well. I said, because I'm starting business, I want to try certain selling skills. Can you please let me do that? And he was like, okay. So what happened was all of the other stalls had tents and everything, like they were proper businesses. I just had a desk और मैं suitcases के अंदर books लेके गया था. मैंने road के अंदर suitcases पे books रख रखी थी, and people were walking in, they were just looking at books. One day before that market, I went on eBay and I wrote down the price of every book on the first page, so they don't have to ask. I created an Excel sheet on my laptop जिसके अंदर सारी books रख रखी थी, because मेरे को याद नहीं थी कौन सी books है. So if anyone would come, do you have this book? I would just type it in and I'll find finance section में, science section में, and whatnot. So all these things, little things actually matter. They grow you as a person. So winners, coming back to winner's curse, I said it before, I will digress, and I just digress a lot. Winner's curse says, when I was in that market, there was a person who came, the first person, and we were negotiating. I think the price of the book was around $60. He said, hey, can you take $55? And I was like, okay, pehli sale hai, like let's take it. I just sold that book for $55. Now what happened was I was like, wait, I just accepted the first offer. What if I went for 58? And this actually is a psychological term. Winner's curse is when you accept the first offer being offered at you. After you accept it, you will feel like, oh, I could have done better. Pehla accept nahi karna chahiye tha. So that is the other part. When you are on the other side of the this psychological hack, if you are on this side, then have A, B, C, X plus Y, and then keep removing the non-essential points to get to X and Y. All right, so that was it. Or was it? I just thought of having bonus hacks for you guys. These are three little things which didn't make to the 5 important list, but I think they're quite fun. They are like, funny stuff. So physical attractiveness. Now there was I'm not saying this is the research. I have mentioned it. Go check it out. Research shows that good looking people are looked as more talented, kind, honest, and intelligent. And now what we do when I look like me, right? So what you can do is, it's not basically about how you look. It's about how you groom yourself. Why am I wearing a jacket today? Because I wanted, when I speak, to get your attention in that first minute, because, subconsciously you were judging me. I'm not saying in a bad way, but subconsciously you were judging me the moment you saw my face. And we should be aware that when I am speaking here, I should be presentable. The more presentable I am, the more, you would want to listen to me. I'm not saying you would accept whatever I say, but you will have less defense mechanism if I'm presenting myself well. Food. Guys, let me know, what is your favorite dish? I'm living alone, so I cook myself some meals, but I suck at cooking. So I want to see what you guys love cooking. What's your favorite dish that you cook? Not what your mom or someone else cook. What is the favorite dish that you can cook. Pasta, okay. Pani puri. Uh, Maggie. Wow. Okay, Maggie. Maggie Zindabad. Yeah. For an international student or any student living alone, Maggie is the real deal. If you haven't had Maggie or ramen when you were a student, you are not a student. That's what it is. A lot of pasta, chai, burger, cool. French fries. I love that. Palak paneer. Guys, you're making me feel so nostalgic. You all are just typing Indian dishes, and I can't like cook any of them right now. And I have to go to the Indian restaurants here. मुझे आता नहीं बनाना, so I'm gonna just close the chat right now. It was a wrong question. I'm salivating right now. Aloo puri, shit, man, I missed this. Okay, all right. So food. The point is, there was a research done by Razran where it was figured out that during political, oh wow, again typo, during political lunches. Wow, even I am having anxiety now. Just pardon it. Okay, it says during political lunches, the certain political statements gain in approval, which were presented while people were eating. So what basically it means is that when people are eating, they are more receptive to what you are saying, because when you eat food you are relaxed. Now the practical implication says, I don't know, maybe you can go on a date in a restaurant if you want to have a better impression, everyone feels relaxed when you're on a date. Or maybe if you are in a business setting, if you are having a meeting with someone, consider going to a restaurant, consider having that talk while having food. The last is scarcity effect. Now scarcity causes us to psychologically value things more when they are unavailable to us. So I think a lot of you guys already know this. Maybe you have seen it on a funnels page that you go there and it says 10 minutes remaining. All of these create scarcity effect. Only 10 pieces remaining for a limited time. Only 100 people allowed. These are the scarcity effect. Once you see a cap on anything, you're more likely to be interested in that because it creates its scarcity. कि हमने अभी jump नहीं किया, so there is a chance of losing it. So you can frame your sentences, you can frame your offerings in a way where there is a scarcity, okay, this for limited period of time and whatnot. So how are we all doing? I'm gonna take some water. Let me know in the comment section, how are you all so far? I'm so happy. You know what? When I started, there were around 110. I thought like at the end, there would be just 50 people remaining, but I'm seeing 97 or 96 odd people here. I'm so happy right now that I was able to grab your attention for a limited, not a limited, for some part of some time. Wow, and you really need to drink water. Okay, I'll tell you what, once you're seeing me right now, it's me just talking to myself. It would have been so different if you were all in front of me, because when I'm talking to myself, you can't actually hear anything. It's silence. आसपास लोग नहीं है, so you feel whatever I say is very weird in a way that you can't see other people around. But when you are on stage, if I say something, there are people talking, there is noise in the environment, so it makes a lot of difference. I'm actually trying this for the first time, 94 people speaking in front of 94 people in a webinar setting, and I think it's good. I really like the format. All right, what's the next slide? I don't even know, I don't remember. Quiz time. All right, guys, I dressed up like a lecturer, so I thought of putting up a quiz. I want you all to take a minute and read this message. I will ask you guys, what are the psychological hacks? What are the psychological concepts that you can see in this text right over here? I'll give you a few moments. Have a read. I hope you were all making notes, otherwise you won't remember the names. All right, so I'm going to launch the poll. You will be able to see it on your screen now. Can you see it? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Give me a thumbs up. Afrin, can you see it? Cool. Hirva, can you see it? All right. Awesome. So put in your answers. I'll give you maybe 30 seconds to put in your answers. It's a multiple answer question. You can choose more options than one. Wow. I want most of you guys answering that. Only 25 people have answered that. Okay, it's rising. 30 people out of 90. 38. All right. 45. Half of the people have answered. Guys, I wouldn't know if you answered wrong. Just type in something. Put in your thoughts. 49, 50, 51. Okay, a few more seconds. If you haven't typed in your answers, you get 15 more seconds. 60 people have answered now. Okay, it got stuck at 60. Okay, this is not a lecture. I'll give you more time. For the people who have answered it, I'm going to share the results with you also. You can see कहाँ ranking है, क्योंकि हम देसी लोगों में काफी होता है ना कि कहाँ पे आए first, second, third. So I'll be sharing the answers soon. You can see what other people answered. I'm just waiting for more people to answer it. 70 of you guys have answered it. All right, sharing the results now. That looked like KBC moment. Agla question. All right, so these are the results. Most of you guys think that I used in the text, which I shared with some of you guys after you registered for this webinar, because I wanted to, ask you to share the poster. I was actually also trying how many people will actually do it. And trust me, most of the people that I send this message to, most of them shared it on their screen, on their stories. Why? Because they have already registered. Now, what I did was I didn't send this message to everyone. I just sent this message to the people who have already registered. Now they were committed. They had that consistency and commitment wala effect. Okay, I am already there. Why not like share it? Because now they are a part of the webinar. They are part of that community wali feeling. Okay, I want to be part of this. If I ask, they're more likely to do it. And now here, if you can see, I mentioned why I'm doing it. Here's the reason why I'm asking this favor. It will help me spread the word about the webinar and give me an opportunity to speak in front of people. Now, this is not a very, very logical, like it is logical, but it's also very obvious. Like, why do I want you to guys share it? Like you guys to share it, because I want more people to know what's happening here. So reasons effect was there. I didn't have anything for scarcity. One of the ways that I could have added scarcity effect here was, anyone wants to take a guess, like how can I add scarcity in this message once I'm sharing it? Okay, I want somebody to, oh, you guys can't see the results. Wow, I have been talking to myself, guys. I'm really, really, really sorry. Can you see it now? Give me a thumbs up. Bear with me, it's my first webinar. All right, cool, you can see it. Which hacks can you see in this message? Most people went with reasons effect. That was the first choice. 43 people out of 68 chose this. 63% commitment and consistency was the next best choice. Anyone wants to take a guess, how can scarcity effect be added here? Now, I'm telling you, it's not science. These are just heuristics. Anything that you're thinking is a good option. Like it's all about brainstorming. Mine was right. That's great, Ankit. Gurleen is saying yes. Shraddha is saying yes. Manak, 150 seats. That's right. Like you can add scarcity when I'm telling people to register for it. But how do I say this that when they are sharing it? One of the reasons, like one of the things that I was thinking about, which I didn't do, was that because this message was sent maybe 5 hours ago only, I could have said, okay, the webinar is going to start in 5 hours. Maybe you can just share it for 5 hours and you can delete it to comply, to make people, like to 24 hours tak nahi rahega. Maybe just 5 hours, that's fine. Just thinking about it, as I said, it's not science. It's a lot about trial and error, how your framing of sentences work if you're a content creator. And I know not all of you guys are content creator, and a lot of my examples were from content creation. But I think if you have been listening, you will get an idea of how to use these concepts in your real life scenarios as well. So with that, that's the end. Can I have a huge round of applause for me? All right, there you go. All right, now I want a huge round of applause for all of you guys. Come on, guys, it's for you. You have spent almost, I don't even know, an hour of your Sunday's time for listening to me speaking about something. It's a great way. You are working on yourself. You are a learner yourself. You want to learn things rather than watching some Netflix movie. You decided to stay back. 87 of you guys decided to stay back out of the 110 people that started. That means two things: that I'm a good presenter, and second, that the content was good. All right. Okay, that was a joke. You can find us on Instagram. This is our Instagram handles. My uncooked thoughts with 2 underscores. I have another one as well, my uncooked thoughts without the underscore. अगर लोग भूल जाएं तो उसके अंदर मैंने bio के अंदर अपना real वाला tag कर रखा है. I don't know why, I just don't change it. Okay, I was always thinking of having this poll. I want you guys to tell me. Can I create a poll? All right, give me a second. I'm trying to do something. Okay, I can't. So you have to write in the chat. Can you guys tell me, should I remove the underscores from my username? Like, should I just stick with my uncooked thoughts, or should I keep the underscores in my username? Just tell me. Just type. Keep it. Okay, leave it like that. Underscores are good. I think underscores helps you to read the whole thing. If it is not if there is no spaces between that, that might keep it. All right. Sonal is saying Abhishek, Kazi, Prajwal, Ankit, you keep your real name, brother. Oh, my real name Shivansh. I think like that's my, you know, like that's my brand. My Uncooked Thoughts is my personal brand. I want to be, that's my pen name. Do you guys want to know the story? I think some of you already know why did I choose this name. Just type in yes if you want to if you want me to just quickly share why did I choose this name. It's quite interesting. रसोड़े में कौन था? Bro, like honestly, since I moved to Australia, my Indian memes are not really good. Like मुझे विनोद में नहीं पता था क्या था, तो I was like having some classes from Mohit before this started. Bro, what the fuck is Mohit? Like what the fuck is Vinod? So I'm not really good at Indian meme culture right now. Scullery में कौन था? All right, cool. So with that, I want also give a huge shout out to this page, Community of Executors. Mohit, Harsh are the ideators of this, and all the people who are in this community. A lot of you guys are here. You guys are amazing. I always keep seeing all the posts that you share and the you know the support that you guys give to each other is very important, especially when someone is starting out. So I will recommend all the people who came from my profile or who are new to, you know, either of our profiles to follow these both accounts. You can ask us questions if you had any more questions. Oh no, that reminded me a Q&A question please slide with you. Sorry guys. So we are open for question and answers. If you have any questions, type in the chat section. We'll pick up some questions. Let's do it for another 15 minutes. We'll see how many questions are there. If you have any questions that you want to ask, type them in the chat and I'll unmute some of you guys and you can ask your questions in front of everyone. And also, if I was able to give you guys some value and you don't have any questions, I would still appreciate if you can give me 20 more minutes of your time, because Mohit also have to say something after this webinar ends, and you might get some insights from other people when they ask a question. You know, I'll share something very important. How many of you guys know Vikas Hassan? Give me a hand raise. How many people know Vikas Hassan? Okay, quite a few. So there was like I was a part of Team Vikas Hassan, where he used to do workshops every week, and you know he used to teach us something. For example, he was teaching us. I'm just giving an example. He gave a presentation on 5 psychological hacks. Now he is teaching those hacks, but what I was trying to learn was how is he presenting those facts? How is he presenting that content? The content is in itself is not the learning, but how a person is delivering that is also very important. And improving your public speaking skills, improving your communication skills is very important. So I would recommend you guys that not if you find anything valuable today, now think about, was it just the content or was the way that I was presenting it? And now I'm not saying everything, my presentation style is not all mine. I have learned from a lot of people. I have tweaked a lot. I've changed a lot. But you keep learning from people that you think might, there is a lesson to be learned. So if what I was trying to say is, if there is a question being asked by other people that might give you a train of thought, I keep saying this, it's not always कि कोई बंदा क्या बोलता है उसके आंसर से ही तुम्हें कुछ मिलता है. कभी कोई क्वेश्चन आता है तुम्हारे दिमाग में कुछ और उससे एक थॉट प्रोसेस आता है that opens up a new whole territory itself. So let me see some questions now. Will adding sarcasm help you being good at communication skill? Abhishek, I think okay guys, I'll ask you guys, if you think I was trying to be humorous, I was trying to add some sarcasm, but you know it's not my strong point. So let me know, like, if you think that my sarcasm was good or my humor, anything that I said made you laugh, and if you felt good about it, that's the answer. Like if you felt good about any joke I made, if I was able to put a smile on your face, if you smile even once during this session, that means it was in a way like that delivered that emotion. Okay, so a lot of people are saying yes. Mohit said it. Abhishek, Shivangi. Okay, there's one more question, guys. I'll ask Mohit. Can you come into the video chat and help me taking these questions? We can do this together. Just unmute yourself and just maybe have a look at the questions.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah.
Okay,
so I will be telling you just the valid questions.
Yeah.
Like related to this topic.
It made me smile, Omkar. I'm really grateful that. Okay, let's do this practice. One of my very first videos that I ever created was on this topic that I'm going to share, and it was like, it was one of my best performing videos as well. How many of you guys are feeling a little bit, anxious? The anxious would be a strong word, but a bit feeling a bit off because of coronavirus and everything happening, all these negative news that are going in your head. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel, I don't have control over this, and you just feel bad. But there is one exercise, there is one thing that you can do right now which can improve your mood almost instantly. And I wanted to try this. This was like, I was thinking about it in trying in a live stream, but this is so good because I can see a few of your faces. Now, this is also a scientifically proven concept that once you smile, once you put a smile on your face, there are happy hormones that are released in your mind, even if you force yourself to. So I can see the faces of some of the people. I'm going to call out names: Afreen, Abhishek, Sonal, Ashish, Gaurav. I want all of you just to smile for a while. Like just smile for this webinar. Just smile at my face. I don't care, but just smile. Just put up a smile on your face. It will help you to loosen up some tension that has been built inside you. Anything that is going on. I do it sometimes whenever I'm feeling low. I would just like, put up a smile on my face. And once you do that, there are more chances that you will feel happy and find something that will actually make you happy. So I don't know the people who don't have their camera on, like Roshi, Anuvati, if you guys did it or you are cheating, but I would really recommend you guys to try this exercise. Did you find any questions, Mohit?
Not yet. And if there were some, they were not relevant to this topic because some people
Okay.
were asking how to put a good bio on Instagram.
Oh man,
So that's
I suck at it. Okay, but like this is what I've learned from people. Like I would recommend if you are, so if you go to my Instagram bio, let me quickly show you guys what I have written. This is also which I edited a lot of times. So I said personal development project. This gives a bit of introduction to the people who come to me. Mentor 20 plus students. This is another psychological, heuristic, psychological, hack, if you will, that is called social proof. Now, once I mentioned mentor 20 plus students, and I have also a page for it, you would probably, if you come to my profile, you will go and check it out what that page is. And I have like 20 plus people that I have mentored. It's a social proof that, okay, which proves my credibility. I've then written, I have worked with Digital, Pratika, and Vakas Hassan. So your Instagram bio pretty much can be your resume for the people who are coming to your account, and it should just give them a brief description of what you actually do. You can have a look at the Community of Executors bio as well to take some inspiration. So they have been opening the batch for enrollment. So they just put it on the title, which I think stands out. And a little bit about them, ideas who founded it. People would check their profile as well. Very smart, Mohit and Harsh. Uh, Other is webinar. So for today, they had the CTA of this webinar. So what you can do is, I also think I had this CTA. So you can use call to actions and put up something in your bio. I'm not a social media marketer, but this is just what I think is working for
okay.
me. Okay.
So Nikhil has a question. He is afraid to talk before audience.
Yeah. So talk before audience. That's what I say. Okay, no, I know. And मेरे को किसी ने 3 साल पहले ऐसा बोला होता तो I was like, हाँ भाई ठीक है, चल, शांत हो जा. Okay, so this is how you can do it. Let me give you a quick. I can't stop myself from sharing something about public speaking. I will only talk about it if most of you guys are into it. Type in public speaking. Type in PS if you want me to give some of the lessons that I have learned from my experience about public speaking. Just type in PS, and I'll talk about some of the lessons from my public speaking journey that can help you improve your public speaking and stage fear in general. PS. Okay. Quite few: Vikas, Rosha, Hirva, Khushi, Shruti, Gaurav, Deepshika, Neerav, Yash, Anand. Uh, cool. So this is how I would start. When I went on the stage for the very, in the initial phases, I used to get hands, like, my hands would shake, literally shake. And I'm not kidding, guys, I'm not exaggerating, but my throat will go dry. Like, I was just thinking, okay, like, what do I do now? And below the podium, I would shake my legs so fast that I think like my whole body used to shake. I had that stage fear. I'm not kidding, in school. Now after that, it was also because of my self-image that I had, because how I used to look and all that shit as well. So that actually, they actually was stopping me to feel confident in front of public. So what I did was, when I went to the in the college, and I got an opportunity to talk in front of people, I realized that I'm not a good public speaker right now. If I try to fake it, I can't, because I tried it so many times, and I'm just saying it's my funda. it's just what worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you, but I used to tell the audience, okay, this is the first time I'm doing this public speaking thing. I'm working on myself. I will appreciate your feedbacks, and I never position myself as an authority. Now you will find a lot of people who say that if you are trying to become an authority, fake it till you make it. I used to believe that, never worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you, but if fake it till you make it has not been working for you, try telling the audience that you are facing stage fear if you're working on it. For example, it is real, right? When I said that this is my first webinar, it is, I've never spoken in front of like all 100 plus people before. So I told you, now you know that I was not trying to be something that I'm not. I'm authentic. So authenticity really plays a big role in public speaking. Or you can say that I grew authenticity from public speaking. Like, this is how it worked for me. So I've learned a lot of public speaking, real life, real life lessons from public speaking. Another is how to put you on the position, like, where I'm standing, put yourself on the stage. Let me tell you guys, take you back this picture, not this one. So all of these times, okay, let me tell you a story. You see the left picture and the right picture, there's something on my nose, if you can see. I don't know, can you see that band-aid? So what happened was, a day before this event, these are the same images from the same event. I was dancing on the stage. It was my college fest, and there were like around 100, 200 people. And the anchor, I was anchoring, and I was like, okay, this is last year of my college. And I just jumped off the stage, and I was running around, and I hit an iron cable, and I broke my nose, and it was open, and it was actually bleeding. I still remember when I got up, all these people in the audience are looking at me, and I didn't even know my nose is bleeding. I look back, my teacher is coming from behind us. She's like, get out. So the next day I had two options: to keep sleeping or actually go on the stage and face, public. And my nose was messed up. Like, my self-image was not good. And in that speech as well, I said, to introduce this kurta pajama video or photo was the introduction round, and the right suit was the last round. So there were 3 rounds. The second was dancing round, which I don't know how I managed to do. But so the kurta pajama was the introduction. I went there. I said, hi, my name is Shivansh. And I said a quote that I really like, which I want to tell you guys. मंजिल मिलेगी भटक कर ही सही, गुमराह तो वो हैं जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. So if you're not, जैसे like इंडिया में हिंदी में बोलते नहीं, हाथ पैर नहीं मारो. My dad use it a lot. I think they're watching this webinar as well. And hi dad, if you're watching it, I love you. He says it a lot of time that हाथ पैर मारो, you will figure something out. So what you do is, like, you try different things and then you will figure something out. I said that in introduction, started with this quote. I told, to introduce me, I would say that early this morning, I had two options: to keep sleeping with this, messed up face, or come here and face you all. I decided to go for the second option. And hey everyone, and I think I did also a mic drop on the thing. College boys, yeah, kaise hote hain. And after that, I felt good. Like, it's not actually how you look, but actually how you feel that makes you confident. So if you're working on your public speaking, be authentic and don't fake it till you make it. It never worked for me. And I want you all to try this right now. If you're watching this, even if your camera is off, I told you this is actionable. Execute, like, you have to execute on what I'm saying, only then it will help you. I want you all to take your arm and spread them up in the air. Do it right now. This is called a power pose. Now, once you're feeling nervous, once you're feeling low, if you are going for a speech, if you are going for a date, if you are feeling nervous, I don't know, anything, these are called victory poses. You can spread your arms in the air like this, or up in the air, or you can keep them on your hips. Like, these are called power poses. When you do these poses, it actually makes you feel confident. Now, what I used to do before the competition, I would run to the toilet. I will lock myself in the toilet of the college, and I would just stand like this for a couple of minutes and then run back before I used to speak. So there are a lot of things that you can do while doing, overcoming your fear. But the thing is that you have to do. If you are afraid, start with 1, speak in front of 3, maybe 5, maybe, and then slowly you can, go to that stage. For me, I'm telling my personal story from being a person who used to get dry throat even speaking in front of 10 people that I know, my classmates, and now being able to speak in front of 100 people that I don't. It's a progressive journey. When you are starting, you will be bad. Like, accept that fact, and gradually it will grow. All right, Mohit, are there more questions? And Mohit,
Yeah.
sometimes if I go for long, just tell me, bhai, time ho gaya.
Okay, sure. What is that? What it is like? I'm getting a lot of questions here. So why don't we put it like a criteria? that Manik is there who is handling COE page right now. So do one thing, guys. Whoever wants to get a chance to get their question, like highlighted question, and also you have got a lot of value in here. So why don't you go and click a picture or something, like put in a story on Instagram, and Manik will choose anyone or any two of the lucky one of you to speak along with Shivansh and ask your question personally rather than chats. So I'm waiting for your stories and Manak's reply on the chat that who he chose in 5 minutes. Till then, I will take just one question. There's a question from Gaurav that how to exit from a conversation when you feel that it's not worth it. How to
Okay.
exit from it smartly.
See, one of the things that I've learned from Andy Frizella, how
So
many of you guys know?
Shivansh,
Yeah, Mohit.
Shivansh, can you change the screen something which they
Oh,
can take the picture of and
oh,
put
I'm
in
really
the
sorry. I'm
Instagram
really sorry. I
story?
was not doing it because you can show my pictures. I didn't even realize that was there. Although I will appreciate it if you can also share my story. कहाँ पे? COE. This is good. This is
Yeah,
good.
and do tag Shivansh and Community of Executors both.
Yeah. So Nirav knows about 75 hard. Okay, a few of you guys know Andy is the guy, Andy Frizella. Until you guys are doing that, I'll quickly share what Andy Frizella says in one of his podcasts. He mentioned that a thing that we're not doing enough, which is stopping ourselves to grow, is saying no to the people, no to the things that we are not interested in, but we are just doing it for the sake of maybe because we are getting pressurized to do it, or we will feel fear of missing out, or we are being just too nice. Now, once you're in a conversation where you're not, like not enjoying it, the other person is taking too much of your time. If you're giving the other person the opportunity to eat your time, that means you don't appreciate your time. Now, you appreciate that person like judgment that if I say okay I have to go or it was a good talk anyway that you want to end that is not a good thing to do. So what you can do is like, hey, that was a good talk or anything, like just be honest, I have to go, get going, that was a good chat, anything, and just say no to other things as well. One thing that I've realized was that once I started creating content, there were a lot of things that I didn't say no to, which I should have. Now these commitments I was not really into, but I just said yes because I was trying to be nice, which then later didn't work out. So saying no is very good. People will actually appreciate you guys when you say no to the things that you don't believe in. Okay, that was the end of the rant. 70 people here. Wow. Okay, this is very good. 70% of the people that we started with are here. One of the things, I was in a different webinar and the people, like, they were around same 100 people. At the end, they were around 50, 60 people. So I thought like the industry average just from that webinar was like, people will drop off. But I wrote this in a diary. This is the diary that I keep. I have so many diaries. I don't even know kahan pe rakhi hui hai. But I try to write down and observe things. In that, I realized that people will drop off, but the people who are staying in are your people, like are the people who actually enjoy it, are the people that are really connected to you. This is very important because if you talk in a marketing or sales thing, it will be like cold leads, warm leads, like people who are here are actually into what I'm saying. So you should not worry about the people who are dropping off. I'm not saying if your content is bad, don't work on your content, but the people who stay back are the people most interested in your content. So
Yeah,
how many
so
minutes, Mohit? Like, do we have any questions from the structure that we had?
mm, some of them, like Manak, can you unmute yourself? Yeah.
I
So,
I
so
think
I hope Manak, you understood that people are putting in their stories, and you have to put one person who is tagging Shivansh and competitive executors, and we will unmute them and ask the
Yeah, I
questions.
got
Right?
it.
Okay, great.
okay. Can we keep this number at 70? I think like all the people who are 70, if you have 10 more minutes, let's keep this number at 70. Let's see how many people will be here once I say goodbye. Once we say goodbye and we end this meeting at the end. We'll take the question soon. I don't want you guys to keep waiting. So maybe until then, I'll just choose something which was asked maybe 5-10 minutes ago until people are
Okay.
doing this. Um,
Either we can do two of the things. Either we can take up one question and wait for Manak's answer,
yeah.
or
I think that will be good. Okay.
yeah, okay. So there's a question: how to be confident if a girl rejects your proposal.
Hmm. I don't know, man.
Nice.
I have never been rejected. No, I'm just fucking around. Of course, I have been rejected. I don't know, man. It's just like, rejections in dating game, in relationships, in your business proposals, in your sales pitch. It's just you, moving on. It's all about no, that'll be a wrong analogy. But there are plenty of fishes in the sea. What it actually means is if you are, if that doesn't work out, I don't know. I'm not a love guru. I'm just talking about from the top of my head. Just move on, man. Like if you're knocking at a door, if you're selling something, they're not interested in you. I don't know if you can do anything about it. So I don't know. Anyone here who's making content on relationship advice probably would be better person to answer it. ये रिलेशनशिप वाले पॉलिटिकल वाले क्वेश्चंस हमेशा कितने वो होते हैं ना डाइसी लाइक दे जस्ट मेक यू रिग्रेट अब क्या बोले.
इट्स लाइक इस चीज पे कितना भी एक्सपीरियंस ले लो कम ही है.
Alright, so can you explain fifth hack with you example? Krishna has asked something which I can't understand. Can you explain fifth hack with you example? Okay, I can't understand it. Also, I wanted to say happy birthday to Chavi. I know there was someone's birthday today, and happy birthday, Chavi, if you are still here. Hope you had a good one. I'm so grateful that on your birthday you are actually here and watching me. A year ago, when I was recording my videos on my birthday, I didn't know that people, I'm being honest with you guys. If you are starting out with something, you would not know how that thing will compound over the years. When I started out, I was just a guy who had no clue about anything, just trying to speak in front of the camera and putting me out there. It's called snowball effect. I think Afreen or someone in this shared that post. It's called snowball effect. Once you start, it's going to be hard. But once you are going in, like a snowball goes down the hill if it is full of snow. It'll keep collecting snow and you will go faster because momentum aa jata hai. So once you start, it's going to be hard, but keep going on and you will find that momentum. ये motivation वाला rant तो चाहिए था मेरे को लग रहा है. Okay, Mohit, let's take some questions and let's end this. We have been talking for 1.5 hours. I don't want to keep people waiting here. And really thankful
Okay.
again for the people who stuck. Let me see.
Yeah, there's one. Like, can you explain fifth hack with an example?
I didn't understand the question, to be honest. I couldn't understand the question.
Like, I guess Krishna is asking the 5 hacks you said, so he want to understand the fifth hack again with an example.
Okay, let me see where that is. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So rejection then retreat. If you want X plus Y, it basically says if you have a package of deal, like for example, if you're going for to buy something and it's not that fixed deal wala price, but in a negotiating setting, when you're negotiating with someone, there is uncertainty of the price point or anything being offered. What you can do is, agar tumhare kuch cheez chahiye, like you need for an example, I'm just taking an example. I don't know how good this will be. If you're going to get your car modified and you have, a certain things of things that you want to get done, maybe refining of the tires or having a new leather seat or something, you're negotiating with that person. India mein specifically, this is not a market like jahan pe, there is space of negotiation. Where there is space of negotiation, but you can say for this price, I would want all of these things, but you might just want two of those things. Now you add the things that you don't really want. If they keep rejecting it, you can go back to X plus Y for the same amount of money because they have been saying no to all of these other offers. पहले जब हमने कहा इतने सारे, so उनको लगा कि इतने रुपए में इतना सारा कर रहा है. So once you are compromising or once you're going down on your deal for things that you really want to get done, it'll be more likely for that person to accept your offer. Cool.
Perfect. So, okay. So, I guess we will wait for Manak later on. Till then, if there's no more questions such as which we can take right now, so I can take over that.
Okay. What do you mean? Can you say that again?
Like, if Manak is taking time to choose one person, then we can talk about the other stuff, the other session.
What is okay? Yeah, so guys, do you want to end this? Like, I don't have much content to say. I just want to say thank you sincerely for being here. It has been, I feel like, this is again my birthday. I was this excited and nervous probably the time when I was creating my first video, and now I'm feeling the same level of excitement. probably because मैंने उस दिन 2 Red Bull नहीं पिए थे, but like that also, like I'm feeling happy and nervous right now seeing you all here. So thank you so much for taking out your time. With that, I'll just say, if you have any more questions, if you want to have a DM, if you want to have a talk, DM me. DM me on Instagram. Don't DM me on WhatsApp. WhatsApp वाला थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा chaotic हो जाता है. So DM me on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to have a word with you all, guys. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, Shivansh. In fact, there is something which is actually important in these questions. This guy has asked a lot of time. So can you give him a two-line answer or
Which
something
one?
like that as we
Uh,
have less time?
what did I miss?
Like this question is how to stop self-abuse.
Ah, man. Uh,
Deep.
this is okay. I want to talk about mental health as well. Like this is a thing. I have never shared this with anyone in this public form before. I've never told anyone before. Last year in August was one of the times that was probably the worst time of my life. In sense, I was feeling very low. I was not feeling myself. There was a couple of things. I was missing home. Some personal things going on. So at that time, I just felt low. And there was a guy, a friend of mine, who said, go and have a word with counselor. And when I heard it, I was like, nah, man, I don't want to go there, because there's a lot of stigma about mental health in specifically in India and all these Asian subcontinents, Pakistan maybe as well. I don't know. So I'm just talking about India. There is a stigma about mental health. People think that, okay, that is just something wrong. I always give this example. If right now I cut my finger, ठीक है, ये कट के यहाँ से खून निकल रहा है, and I can't fix it up, I'll of course go to a doctor who is a professional, who knows what is wrong, know how to patch me up. Your mental health, your brain, something is going on. It's not wrong with you. There are certain, like, things going on in your brain that you don't understand. So please reach out to a psych counselor or someone that you can talk to. Reach out to your friends and family members in the beginning. Don't keep it to yourself. The more you get bottled up, the more it will hurt you. Be open. I'll be happy to have a word with you if you ever feel like you want to talk to somebody. If you are feeling low, text me a DM on Instagram. Don't be afraid of saying hi. Don't be afraid of saying I've been not feeling myself. It's okay. It's completely okay. And we should make this more, like, we should generalize mental health as much we're generalizing all the other social causes. So yeah, I think like that's very important, guys. Take care of your mental health. Be happy. Try meditation. Laugh when you can. Don't be too serious. Watch less news. News is so negative these days. They are trying to, just bombard our brain with so many different things. So be happy, guys. Just be happy. That should be it. If what I said in the like this slide, it's important for everything. I guess I'm jumping the gun on this one, but it doesn't matter really. Really doesn't matter as long as I'm having fun. So just guys have fun. All right. So with that, I'll stop.
Yeah, Shivansh, that was amazing session. The hacks you shared and all those things. I really want all of you guys to put in the chat. Like in Community of Executor, we have a tradition to respect someone with the name and OP. So Shivansh OP in the chats, guys. Okay,
For sure.
whoever loved the session, Shivansh OP. Come on, I want to see some chats.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Gaurav, Nishant, Khushbu, Yash, Krishna, Abhay, Prajwal, Manak, Khushi. OP means Khushi overpowered. Is it overpowered? I don't know. I think Mohit told me.
Yeah, like this is something a gaming term.
Hmm.
Oh,
Thanks, Pratik. Thanks, Tushar. Khushi. All right. With that, I'll stop this. We'll stop this now. Let's say goodbye to each and every one of us. We'll stay connected. If you are on the WhatsApp group, keep following up there. If there are more messages, you can have a look at it, and you know how to reach out to us. With that, let's end this on a smiling face. Even I haven't taken any picture of it. How crazy is that? So bear with me. I want to see some smiles. I want to see some faces here. If you have been keeping your camera off, put them on. Let me see your faces. I'll be really happy to get you in the picture. And I want to create this memory right now. So put on your cameras, guys. Show me your faces. No one is
like
judging here.
Shivansh,
Keep fun, guys.
remove the screen share.
Okay. It's so good
Yeah,
to have a co-host, man. I don't know what I'm doing technology-wise. It's like, thank you so much for letting me know.
that's why I'm here.
Chalu karo, kam karo, band karo. All right, so it's just all of us. Thank you so much. All the people who just turned on their cameras, kuch bhag gaye, but that's okay. So I'm gonna start making the video now. Okay, so we just got done with an amazing webinar. There are around 47 people who stuck by. I want to thank these people for sticking around. I wanted to thank all the people who joined in. There were over 100 people here. My voice is still breaking because I'm out of breath. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you soon. I always say keep smiling and be happy. All right.
With that being said, I just want to convey the story which I had with Shivansh. Like there is something which there's a connection between me and Shivansh. I got to know about Shivansh 8 months ago. Like the thing he was talking about the program. So I got to know him with this program and the tricks he told, that making people curious and making them share it on the story and asking them, making them more committed. I was one of them. uh, he asked me questions too. So that's how we got connected to. And then later on, like this is how me and Shivansh built a relationship, and now we are here on this webinar being presented. Like I am presenting it here as Community of Executors. Like Shivansh had a great story which he shared, and the most important point which we talked about at last, mental health. In fact, mental health is a great, like is a very important topic which less people talk about. In fact, if they know that they have something like that, they don't even acknowledge it. They don't even acknowledge that they are suffering from it. They are like, okay, ho gaya, theek ho jayega, वक्त के साथ time heals everything and all those things. So it is a big thing, mental health. But उससे एक छोटी चीज आती है जो हम लोग acknowledge नहीं करते, and it is something which we are actually doing every day, but we are not acknowledging. Being lazy, not doing anything, working not on anything, procrastinate करना, काम नहीं करना. यार ये चीज मैं बुक्स लेके तो बैठा हूँ, पढ़ेगा कौन? कोर्स तो ले लिया, देखेगा कौन? फीस तो भर दी, काम करेगा कौन? ऑफिस तो जा रहे हैं, सुबह उठेगा कौन? तो टेबल, लाइक टाइम टेबल बना दिया, कौन फॉलो करेगा? सो दिस इज समथिंग जो हम लोग एक्नॉलेज ही नहीं करते. दिस इज अ मेजर थिंग. क्योंकि आई हैव सीन दिस थिंग, लाइक आई एम नॉट स्पीकिंग इट फॉर द सेक ऑफ स्पीकिंग इट. आई एम नॉट जस्ट सेइंग इट फॉर द सेक ऑफ सेइंग. आई हैव सीन इट फ्रॉम लास्ट 3 बैचेस. लाइक लेट मी गिव यू अ बैक स्टोरी. मजा आएगा सुन के, बहुत रिलेट करने वाले हो तुम लोग, बहुत ज्यादा. खुद की स्टोरी मुझ में दिखेगी, मतलब मुझ में तुम्हें खुद की स्टोरी दिखने वाली है. सो इट्स लाइक लॉकडाउन हुआ था. मोदी जी ने टीवी स्क्रीन पे आए और बोला कि मित्रों 21 दिन घर पे बैठो. एंड दैट्स हाउ इट ऑल स्टार्टेड. 21 दिन घर पे बैठना था, एंड दैट्स वेयर वी हैड टू थॉट्स. पहली थॉट जो हर एक इंडियन के दिमाग में आई थी और मेरे दिमाग में भी आई थी, मैं इस टाइम को बहुत यूज करने वाला हूँ, ये 21 दिन ऐसा मैं कुछ ना कुछ तो कर ही दूंगा. दूसरी थॉट जो दिमाग में आई थी, यार 21 दिन घर पे करूंगा क्या? बाहर भी नहीं जा सकता, एक ही शक्ल रोज देखूंगा, वो भी दिन भर कैसे, वो भी अपने ही घर में सबकी. सो विद द फर्स्ट थॉट कि मैं कुछ तो कर ही दूंगा, आई स्टार्टेड. बट फॉर 7 8 days व्हाट आई रियलाइज, मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा था. आई वाज नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग लिटरली, watching Netflix and nothing, like nothing, doing nothing. And then I took, like I was like, यार ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. And I put out my content on social media, on the Instagram page Digivel Mohit, if any one of you know. तो वहां पे फिर मैंने क्या किया, आई जस्ट पुट अ स्टोरी, रैंडम स्टोरी. इट वाज अ लीप ऑफ फेथ काइंड ऑफ थिंग, इट वाज अ क्विक डिसीजन काइंड ऑफ थिंग, that I just put it on the story that I am taking up a challenge which is called quarantine challenge. और मैं रोज के रोज जो जो काम करूंगा वो मैं स्टोरी पे डालूंगा. आई हैड अ थॉट कि शायद वो स्टोरी पे डालने का प्रेशर मुझे काम करने को मजबूर कर देगा, कि यार रात को स्टोरी पे सबको बताना है तो आज काम करना पड़ेगा. तो इन दैट प्रेशर मे बी आई वर्क. एंड देन आई थॉट, व्हाई टू डू इट अलोन, लेट्स मेक अ टीम. लोगों को लेते हैं, व्हाई टू हेल्प माई सेल्फ, लेट्स हेल्प अदर पीपल टू. That's where I put it the story that join the team if you want to. It's totally free, obviously. I was improving with people, and many people joined. Like people actually trust in the words which I say. Shivan's audience is very loyal. They also trust in the words which Shivan says. So around 14 to 16 people joined in, and we actually started the challenge called quarantine challenge. And for 11 13 days everyone was working with everyday daily task. कर रहे थे लोग, सब लोग नहीं कर पाए. 8 लोग लास्ट में बचे, एंड those 8 people had a story, had their life कि हाँ भाई क्वारंटीन चैलेंज खत्म, अब कुछ करते हैं. Then me and Harsh got together and we thought let's start batch 2 with the name Road to Execution. You remember? कुछ तो याद होगा. In starting of this session, I told you Community of Executor में जाने का सिर्फ एक तरीका है. Road to Execution, this program of 21 days. And this is a story how that 11 days random thing मोहित अपनी procrastination lose करने के लिए, लीव करने के लिए, comfort zone से निकलने के लिए एक स्टोरी डालता है जो कि 11 दिन तक लोगों के साथ चलती है. And then it comes to 21 days where people are actually transforming, not Mohit, but people are actually transforming along with him. So that's how it went along. कि बैच 2 हुआ, बैच 3 हुआ, and this program went high and high. We got results, we got people. जिसके अंदर it's like people are like, we want to be in community of executor because as Shivan said, you remember his words, like Shivan said that I see the enthusiasm, I see how people support each other in this community, and many people admire us for that because everyone here is starting. और जब स्टार्ट करते हैं ना तो उनको सपोर्ट चाहिए, मोटिवेशन नहीं, सपोर्ट चाहिए, रियलाइजेशन चाहिए, नॉलेज चाहिए, एजुकेशन चाहिए. सो दैट्स व्हाट वी वर्क ऑन. तो उस चीज के लिए many people text us कि we want to be in community of executor, please share the WhatsApp group link. I'm like, no way, how can you say that? Because ये community वैसी community है ही नहीं कि किसी को WhatsApp group link भेज दिया जाए. Like, do let me know in the chats. पता चले मैं खुद ही बोले जा रहा हूँ. Do let me know in the chats who really want to know, who really seriously want to know कि community of executor में enter होने का way क्या है. Let me know in the chats. Type yes if you want to know how to enroll in Community of Executors. And trust me, I talk real. I talk real shit. I'm not going to ask you for money right now. Okay? It's just for information. सोचना भी मत उस बारे में. This was a free webinar. That means it was a free webinar. On point. Okay, I got many yes. Ojas, Sonal, Ashutosh. Okay, okay, Ashutosh, I will be a bit fast. No problem. यार क्या है ना, मैं स्टोरी मोड में चला जाता हूँ. मेरी स्टोरी टेलिंग बहुत ज्यादा डीप है. मैं स्टोरी सुनाने में आता हूँ तो बहुत इन्वॉल्व कर देता हूँ तुम लोगों को भी और खुद भी. ठीक है, लेट मी बी फास्ट. और स्टोरी का मजा थोड़ा सा हिल जाता है फास्ट में, बट या गेटिंग ऑल दो थिंग्स. या शिवान, या शिवम. ओके, शिवम इज देयर. कम्युनिटी ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑलवेज ओपी. थैंक्स मैन. सो दिस इज अ प्रोग्राम व्हिच इज अ 21 डेज प्रोग्राम जहाँ पे you get daily tasks. 21 days you will get daily tasks, and those tasks will be around building your mindset, building efficiency, losing out comfort zone, leaving the procrastination, coming out of your fear of society and being fearless. Like many people are here from community of executor, उनसे पूछने जाऊँ तो बातें बहुत बढ़ जाएंगी, इसलिए मैं पूछना नहीं चाहता. पता नहीं वो चैट्स में डाल सकते हैं, but yeah, this is how it works. 21 days the daily task which actually works on those minimal factors जो तुम लोग इग्नोर कर देते हो कि मैं प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट कर रहा हूँ, मैं लेजी हो रहा हूँ, मैं कल कर लूंगा, आज नहीं. वी वर्क ऑन दोज मिनिमल थिंग्स, एंड उन छोटी छोटी चीजों पे वर्क करके people transform. Reality is people transform. People don't transform with a motivational video of 10 seconds or 10 minutes. That's just a boost. People transform with actual reality of working themselves. खुद work करते हैं ना, तब समझ आता है. That's why the word is execute. So those who complete all those daily tasks for 21 days gets a chance to be part of community of executor. Now you know हर कोई नहीं जा सकता उस community. Talking about the real stats, actual reality बताता हूँ. फर्स्ट बैच में 16 लोग आए थे, 8 लोग कम्युनिटी में पहुंचे. सेकंड बैच में 21 लोग आए थे, 14 लोग कम्युनिटी में पहुंचे. थर्ड बैच में 37 लोगों ने इनरोल किया था रोड टू एग्जीक्यूशन में, और 18 लोग कम्युनिटी में पहुंचे. दिस इज रियल शिट. इसलिए हमारी कम्युनिटी बड़ी नहीं है, क्वांटिटी नहीं है, बट क्वालिटी है. That's how we have functioned this thing, and that's how everyone is pushing them with an ecosystem, with an environment, ताकि सब लोग पुश हो, सपोर्ट करें एंड एग्जीक्यूट करें. तो नीच वाली कोई बात होती नहीं है. एवरीवन इज देयर. एक ट्वेल्थ वाला पर्सन भी है वहाँ पे जिसने 12th पास की है, कोई पर्सन जो पीएचडी कर रहा है, कोई जो बिजनेस कर रहा है, एंड वी ऑल्सो हैव अ 15-year-old 9th class kid who is a who is author of 3 books. Like, amazed to have it. So there are a lot of people right here. Okay. uh, like that's why the co-host is here. I guess Shivansh has spotlighted his own video. Shivansh, did you realize that, or I spotted you?
Oh sorry, I was just setting my hair. मुझे लगा सिर्फ मुझे दिखेगी. मैं पिन करना चाह रहा था.
Yeah, pin करना spotlight नहीं.
I'm sorry, you also me fixing up my hair.
No problem. Yeah. So this is the process. So do let me know in the chats, did you understand about the process? And is it necessary to be an Instagram user for being part of the COE? No, Kushi, it is not necessary to be an Instagram user. Shivansh, you are still there. I don't know why. No,
I'm still.
Kushi, yeah, it's not necessary to be an Instagram user. It's just that you should have a desire and belief
What is it okay?
and a goal.
Is it okay?
Mm,
Is it on the gallery view?
mm, I think my view is there.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's perfect. Now it's perfect. It was mistake from my side, I
Wow.
guess. So you just have to work. Not Instagram is something not like Instagram is not a criteria. You should be willing enough to work. That's it. You should just be in the mindset to make yourself marginally better in the beginning. Yeah. So guys, do let me know. Was I like okay in making you understand this thing? Write yes in the chat अगर तुम्हें समझ में आ गया, or you can ask questions. Any question if you have related to Shivan's program or COE or the process, anything. इनफैक्ट कई देर से चुप भी बैठे हो तुम लोग, तो कोई बात नहीं, हम थोड़ी बातें भी कर सकते हैं किसी को अनम्यूट करके, इफ दे हैव अ क्वेश्चन, अ रियल क्वेश्चन जो वो जानना चाहता है. लाइक एवरीवन, एवरी टाइम व्हेन आई टेल एनीवन, मैं जब भी किसी को बताता हूँ ना कि सीओई में एंटर होने का प्रोसेस क्या है, आई ऑलवेज पुट अ क्वेश्चन एट द लास्ट. Do you really, does it, like, I ask them this one particular question, does it sound interesting? And people are like, it's hell interesting. 21 दिन टास्क करना पड़ेगा, bro रोडीज है क्या? So it goes like that and people are hell hilarious about the thing कि मैं 21 दिन टास्क करेगा. क्या मस्त आता है ना तुम लोग को टास्क करने को मिलेगा, but it gives result. That's why we are working on it since last 3 batches and coming up with the 4th batch also. Yeah, talking about that, uh, it's just that we are coming up with batch 4 in 1 week, and you guys are connected anywhere through WhatsApp, email, or COE Instagram page or Shivan's Instagram page. तो अभी की कोई बात नहीं, अभी तुमने इन्फॉर्मेशन ले ली है, तुम्हें पता चल गया है. इन एनी केस यू वांट टू ज्वाइन और समथिंग, तुम कहीं से भी मैसेज कर सकते हो, एनीवन विल रिस्पॉन्ड यू. लाइक Shivansh is not part of COE, he is in collaboration, तो उसको परेशान मत करना उस चीज के लिए. Text him for your own
I fully
problems
support
related.
you guys. You're doing an amazing job.
Thanks, Shivansh, that means a lot. So you guys can message on WhatsApp group or personally me or Harsh or an Instagram group, anywhere on our personal Instagram or CA page. So open for questions. If no questions in next 5 minutes, then we will end the session with a smiling face and lot of screenshots. Rishita is saying when we were in Road to Execution, we felt like Big Boss. Yeah, मैं रोज आके जो टास्क देता था तुम.
सलमान खान कौन था? हाँ, अरे अरे अरे.
बट थोड़ा उधर थोड़ा कैरेक्टराइज मत करना मेरे को, खाली काम वैसा था. ऋषिता बिग बॉस बोल के, हाँ ये भी सही है, बिग बॉस क्यों बोल, रोडीज ओपी. ओके, waiting for the response or the question, or you want to share your experience. How much is the fees? Let's not talk about the fees, guys. I'm not here to sell you people. Let's talk about the information only. अगर तुम्हें जानना है क्या नहीं है, तो आप DM कर सकते हो. So, I'm being real. I'm not here to sell you. I'm just here to clear your doubts and give information. That's it. Okay. तुषार इज लाइक मोहित भाई गाड़ी भी मस्त चलाते हैं, पूरा सलमान खान बना दिया है.
Mohit,
Who's this? Yeah, Harsh. Harsh was there.
Yeah, I unmuted him.
yeah. What I was saying that last के 5 मिनट let's make this a bit interactive session जो last में बच गए हैं. अगर उनको कोई बात करनी है, लेट्स अनम्यूट. मेरे को आवाज़ सुननी है, मैं शिवांश और मोहित की आवाज़ सुन सुन के आया है, लाइक मेरे को और आवाज़ें सुननी है. मैं 1.5
बिल्कुल भाई,
घंटे से
मुझे
बस.
अपनी आवाज सुन सुन के
Okay.
मैं बोर हो गया. I would love to listen to you guys. I'm unmuting, like letting you guys unmute. If anyone wants to go, you can unmute yourself and go for it. The sole reason that I had you all on mute was because there were a lot of people, and kai bar we forget to keep our mic muted, and it creates a lot of you know.
Okay, let me just take the names because फिर 3-4 जन अगर unmute कर लेंगे तो बहुत chaos हो जाएगा. So Asutosh, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. I can see your question.
I just wanted to do an example of the test. That's it.
Okay, about the
That's
task.
possible.
So the tasks are bit much private. So we don't share it publicly, obviously. We don't
Okay.
actually share it publicly. But what I can tell you is the COE members are here. In fact, they can share the experience because they have done it themselves. So बात इतनी है कि these tasks work around building your mindset, making you more
Okay.
self-aware, making you work like इतना बोल सकता हूँ from a procrastinator to an executor. This is your reality and this is your desired reality, and that's
Okay.
where you move to 21 days. इस अपनी reality से desired reality पे जाते हो तुम 21 दिन में. So that's how these tasks work. Little bit slow with a process. हर एक चीज सेट की गई है सोच समझ के ताकि 21 दिन बाद तुम्हें खुद दिखाई दे. And you know what's the best thing, Ashutosh? That it's not something जो हवा में बातें हो रही है. It's something many of you have seen the reporting, like Instagram पे हम लोग स्टोरी पे रिपोर्टिंग करते हैं कि हमने आज क्या क्या किया, क्या क्या काम किया. तो जो भी रोड टू एग्जीक्यूशन का मेंबर होता है जो बैच में इन्वॉल्व होता है, वो जो बैच में इनरोल करते हैं, उन सबको इंस्टाग्राम पे एक स्टोरी डालनी होती है हर रोज कि आज उन्होंने क्या क्या किया. एंड that's where they can document themselves and that's where they can compare their whole 21 days journey. I have seen people फर्स्ट डे पे उनकी स्टोरी पे 2-3 वर्क है कि आज उन्होंने 2-3 काम किया, और 21st डे पे उनके स्टोरी पे 8 to 10 वर्क्स है कि आज उन्होंने इतना सब कुछ किया. दिस इज अ जर्नी फ्रॉम फॉर 21 डेज. थिंक अबाउट जब तुम सीओई में आ जाते हो तब क्या होता है. थिंक अबाउट दैट. आई एम
Okay.
टॉकिंग अबाउट रोड टू एग्जीक्यूशन.
For sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So
And
anyone
किसी
else?
और के माइंड में भी होगा मे बी ये वाला क्वेश्चन. सो इफ आई हैव टू पुट इट वन लाइन, दैट all the tasks that a person do in RTEs is basically, that is dependent on your getting out of your comfort zone. सारे हैं जो तुम्हारे कंफर्ट जोन को चैलेंज करेंगे. एवरीथिंग यू फियर इज पार्ट ऑफ द टास्क, लाइक लिटरली एवरीथिंग.
In fact, the best thing we are providing is the network, is the people, the ecosystem here. Like I can see the community members here talking a lot in the chats and putting in the chats OP and all those things. So इनका जो सीन है ना, इनका तो अलग ही सीन है, इनके बारे में तो बात ही अलग होती है. Just put in the questions अगर तुम्हारे पास कोई questions हो तो. I can see smiling faces of community members. Okay, kids never. Okay, uh, fine. Let me have the question. तुम लोग बस बातें कर रहे हो. Okay, if anyone wants to talk. बहुत देर खुद को सुन लिया हमने. So anyone wants to unmute and yeah, Abhishek.
Now, I just wanted to thank you that it was a very great seminar. So basically, sir, the question is that can the procrastination that we have can really be paid off with all this hard work? बहुत ट्राई किया है लेकिन जाता नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम ये है.
तो बॉस हम हैं किस लिए, इसलिए तो है. डू यू रियली लाइक, ये प्रॉब्लम मेरी भी थी. दैट्स व्हाई आई स्टार्टेड दिस थिंग. दिस इज समथिंग लाइक मैंने अपनी प्रॉब्लम को अपना प्रोडक्ट बनाया. दिस इज लाइक दैट. तो प्रोकेशनेट मैं बहुत करता था. मैं तुमसे बड़ा प्रोकेशनेटर हो गया. और आज जो मेरा चलता है 16 to 18 आवर्स वर्क एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. तो दैट्स अ जर्नी, दैट्स अ प्रोसेस. तो अगर अभी सोचोगे मेकिंग यू ओवरवेल्ड, अगर खुद को कर लोगे कि मेरा प्रोकेशनेशन जाएगा या नहीं जाएगा, जाता ही नहीं है. सो दिस इज अ जर्नी, दिस इज अ प्रोसेस विच आई विल से कि ये एक प्रोसेस है. टाइम के साथ पता चल जाएगा. तुम्हें खुद पता चलेगा. एंड इफ यू विल enroll after 21 days I will ask you the same question, किधर है procrastination, है कि निकला? You will answer.
Okay, sir. हाँ.
Yeah, that was a really good question. Okay, guys, unmute yourself. आवाजें सुनते हैं, सिर्फ 3-4 जनों की आवाजें आई है.
हेलो सर.
Who's this?
गुरुजी का क्वेश्चन ले लो.
बाद में लेंगे, जरूर लेंगे. You might have, like Tushar, you might have read that thing in the WhatsApp group of COE. We will have a, a session. So सब कुछ होगा. Yeah, who was it जिसने क्वेश्चन पूछा था?
एक्चुअली सर जो
Yeah,
भी
just
आप बात कर रहे हैं कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
why, like my English is not good or my Hindi is not good or I'm not clear enough. What's the problem? Like तुम्हें प्रोसेस समझ नहीं आया ऐसा?
यस सर.
अच्छा, चलो सिंपल भाषा में बोलते हैं. हिंदी ज्यादा अच्छी समझते हो या इंग्लिश?
हिंदी.
चलो ठीक है. तो देखो, बात ऐसी है, काम कर रहे हो या नहीं, शुरुआत यहाँ से होती है. अब नहीं कर रहे हो तो फिर आगे क्या होता है? नहीं कर रहे हो तो तुम आते हो हमारे पास और तुम हमसे कहते हो कि काम हो नहीं रहा, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट कर रहे हैं, लेजी हो रहे हैं, गोल सेट कर रखे हैं, 6 महीने में मुझे यहाँ पहुंचना है, 5 साल में वहां पहुंचना है, पहुंच में कहीं नहीं रहा. सो किया क्या जाए? तो मैंने तुमसे कहा कि एक बार रोड टू एग्जीक्यूशन प्रोग्राम के अंदर आओ. क्यों आऊँ? अच्छा, सिर्फ आओ तो सही, बताता हूँ. अब तुम रोड टू एग्जीक्यूशन प्रोग्राम में आ गए. वहाँ 21 दिन तक तुमने डेली टास्क किए. अब दैट्स टोटली ऑन यू कि तुम 21 दिन तक टास्क कर पाते हो या नहीं. नहीं कर पाओगे, वी विल रिमूव यू डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द ग्रुप. इट्स स्ट्रेट अवे, वी वांट सीरियस पीपल. तो अगर नहीं करते हैं कोई टास्क को, इसी वजह से सब लोग नहीं पहुंच पाते, राइट? तो अगर आप नहीं करते हो तो यू विल बी रिमूव फ्रॉम द ग्रुप, क्योंकि एक एनवायरनमेंट बनाना ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटर्स, नॉट प्लानर्स एंड थिंकर्स एंड प्रोफेशनल्स, जस्ट द एग्जीक्यूटर्स. तो तुम काम करते हो 21 दिन तक, देन यू गेट अ चांस टू बी पार्ट ऑफ कम्युनिटी ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटर. 21 दिन में तुम इतना ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाते हो कि तुम्हें समझ आ जाता है काम करना कैसे है और कैसे कितना करना है, एंड यू स्टार्ट वर्किंग. और फिर कम्युनिटी में जाके तुम्हें मिलता है इन एग्जीक्यूटर के साथ एक एक्सपीरियंस, एक इन्वायरमेंट, एक अपॉर्चुनिटी कि ये लोग जो अपनी जिंदगी में, अपनी लाइफ में एक्चुअली तोड़ रहे हैं. आई विल लिटरली यूज दिस वर्ड, जो अपनी लाइफ में एक्चुअली तोड़ रहे हैं, बिकॉज आई नो लोग क्या क्या कर रहे हैं कम्युनिटी में. आई एम अमेज वो लोग इतना सब कुछ कैसे कर रहे हैं. तो उनके साथ काम करने का, उनके साथ बात करने का, उनसे सीखने का मौका मिलता है. एंड ऑल्सो द वेरियस एक्टिविटीज वी डू, मेडिटेशन, पता नहीं क्या क्या बहुत कुछ करते हैं. दिस वेबिनार वी आर डूइंग राइट नाउ, दिस इज पार्ट ऑफ दिस थिंग कि गेस्ट वेबिनार करना है. एवरी संडे हम वेबिनार्स करते हैं टू शेयर आवर नॉलेज. सो दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. अभी कोई डाउट है तुम्हें?
नो सर. थैंक यू.
ग्रेट. कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो ब्रो, आराम से डीएम करना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. मैं वैसे खाली रहता नहीं, बट क्वेश्चंस के आंसर देने को जरूर हो.
यस सर.
रोशिया, थैंक यू. Rishi, what's the job or work which is done after being selected on your group? You don't have to do any job or work. You have to do your own work. Like Khushi, I would like to, like, तुम्हारे 2 बार क्वेश्चन आए हैं, I guess 2 different question. So why don't you unmute yourself? Let's have a chat about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Khushi. And guys, don't stop calling me sir. Yeah, stop calling me. It's embarrassing. Yeah, Khushi.
Sir, actually, I wanted to know that you are saying that we do not select all of you who used to do all the task, or whom you don't feel that he or she is capable of coming into your group. So when we are selected into your group, what is our job or work which we are going to do further?
Okay. So अभी आप क्या कर रहे हो? What you are into?
Sir, I am doing my graduation, BCom 3rd year.
Okay. उसके साथ कुछ या फिर only BCom 3rd year?
No, sir, I am an anthropologist. I used to write articles and quotations for few books.
Amazing. Is it online also or just clients?
Yes, it is online.
Amazing. So You might be doing it regularly, right?
Yes.
ओके, सो हम तुम्हें ये नहीं बताते कि तुम्हें काम क्या करना है, हम तुम्हें ये बताते हैं कि काम कैसे करना है। हम तुम्हें काम करने का तरीका सिखाते हैं, काम नहीं सिखाते। तो तुम अपना ही काम करोगे, यू विल डू योर ओन वर्क फॉर दोज 21 डेज ओनली, और उसके बाद भी और लाइफ टाइम तुम्हें जो काम करना है तुम वही करोगे। बस तरीके कुछ ऐसे होंगे जो हम सिखाएंगे। तो इट विल बी लाइक, जिस काम को करने में तुम्हें 5 घंटे लग रहे थे, अब शायद उसमें 3 लगेंगे।
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So work is yours, way is ours. एंड द पॉइंट यू सेड कि हम सबको नहीं लेते, इट्स लाइक आप खुद को वो कर देते हो एलिमिनेट। आप टास्क नहीं करोगे ग्रुप में आके, तो आप खुद को एलिमिनेट कर रहे हो एक्चुअली उस चीज़ से। तो हमें आपको निकालना पड़ता है, एंड देन उसके बाद सीओई में इट्स लाइक मिल्क है, उसके ऊपर क्रीम है, हमें सिर्फ क्रीम चाहिए। बात ऐसी है। ओके, yeah, it will be icing on the cake. So basically it's about enhancing workflow, how to become a good freelancer. Yeah, how to become a good freelancer. I'm not a freelancer. I don't think I'm eligible enough to speak about it. So, guys, I think I'm taking much of your time, so not making you bored enough. We'll take last two person. अगर किसी को बात करनी है, last two person. किसी को बात करनी है, just unmute yourself, share your thing, share your problem with me or Shivansh, anyone, whatever your concern is, and then we will close this session. So basically, it's about enhancing
Hello,
workflow, right?
can you hear
Enhancing
me?
and improving yourself.
What's
Yeah,
up, Rosha?
Roshan.
Hey, first of all, I want to say it's been like almost 2 hours. I'm listening to you guys, and it was amazing.
Thanks.
मतलब अगर ये it's been a while that I've been productive or something or actually did something productive. अभी productive किया नहीं है, but productive चीजें सुन के it's an amazing feeling. So you guys did really well, right? I'm really amazed.
Really, thanks
Y'all
for
could hear
this
me, right?
amazing feedback. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Thanks for this feedback. If you have anything else, shoot it.
Yes, so you're welcome. So my thing was actually, um, so I'm a music producer and I love making videos, editing videos and stuff like that. Okay. But this
By the way, for the
quarantine,
people who don't know, go to his Instagram. Rosha, I want you to give the Instagram account. This guy edits on InShot, like, and he edits it so well that whenever I see it, I'm like, wow, man, this is so good stuff. Like later he started abhi Premiere use कर रहा है या क्या use कर रहा है Rosha? What are you using right
so right now I am using Premiere Pro
now? Okay.
full time, like legit. But yeah, matlab, thanks for reminding me because I want to tell everyone that it's okay to start off with anything legit. Like phone के ऐप से भी अगर तुमको करना है तो कैसे भी करना है तो कैसे भी कर सकते हो. So I started off with that, but now I'm making music videos and stuff like that, getting leveled up. But this month, like quarantine, last few months, like no job. By the way, that's not the full time what I do. To earn money, to be independent financially, I work in call center. All right, doing night shifts. But these 5 months, I've lost my job. I'm not being productive. There are personal things, family stuff, and I'm too super stressed up. And the thing I want to know, the program you guys were talking about and enhancing the workflow. So I have just one doubt that okay, so you guys must be aware that if you like doing something, all right, and you're not doing it every day, or so you might doubt yourself that are you really into it? Do you really like that? So I did doubt myself, but I really love making videos. But is it wrong that if I'm not making it every day, not being productive, so like वो मेरी चीज नहीं है, but मेरे को full confidence है कि है. So that program would help me like compulsory अगर मेरे को 21 दिन करना है and even I commit myself into it. So would that be helpful for me to get to know the thing which I'm doing, like Would I be consistent in it? Even though my surrounding is fucking me up, my situation is screwing my mind. So that's my question. Because ये क्या हो रहा है? Being restless, anxious, मेरा sleep cycle fucked up है. You know, I feel like too much of anxiety, and then it's like no way. I sometimes it's like I don't sleep for more than 24 hours, and later if I don't feel like waking up, I don't feel like getting out of my bed. So with that going, so yeah, that was a very long question, but yeah.
Yeah, got your question, man. And that's a real important question which many has.
I could.
And yeah, you can hear me, right? Yeah. Okay, Rosha, I'm muting you now. So yeah, that was an important question which should be there. In fact, talking about not sleeping for 24 hours and all, I also see these days, man. It's completely fine. Like it's been like 2 दिन पहले की बात है. I didn't slept for I guess 36 hours or something. It was a work thing कि मेरे को करना था, मेरे को नहीं सोना था, वो काम था कुछ तो मेरे को करना था. तो मैं 36 घंटे नहीं सो रहा था. आई वॉज नॉट एक्चुअली वेस्टिंग माई टाइम, बट सीन ऐसा है कि मुझे अपने काम से इतना प्यार है कि 36 घंटे नहीं सो के भी मैं 6 या 7 घंटे सोया था. एंड देन अगेन बैक टू द रूटीन, 4 घंटे सोना, 5 घंटे सोना. या
Exactly. So why I feel so anxious is because bro, मतलब मैं जब काम कर रहा था कॉलेज, I was in that hustle, I was in the grind. मतलब मैं 12 घंटा 13 घंटा से रात में आता था. I used to make vlogs, I used to edit stuff. 4-5 घंटे या 3 घंटे सो के I used to enjoy that. I had that, you know, like fuck it, I'm doing it, you know. But अभी कुछ नहीं है, legit कुछ नहीं है to do, and then I get that anxiety. That I'm not able to sleep, that's a bad thing. Doing nothing, watching Netflix, you know, doing time pass. I listen to a lot of songs, but then I'm not producing ना जो मुझे सीखना है. मेरे को मैं प्रोडक्शन सीखना चाहता हूँ. मेरे को really I want to do it, but I'm not able to do it consistently. तो अगर मैं in long story short बोलूँ, FL Studio is a जैसे Premiere Pro है वीडियो एडिटिंग के लिए. So I'm trying to learn it. Okay, I really want to get into it, but वो मैं रोज नहीं कर रहा हूँ. तो उसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, मैं कुछ चीजें सीख रहा हूँ तो बाद कभी 1 महीने बाद वापस कर रहा हूँ तो I forget things, you know. So I'm not improving in that stuff.
Yeah, right. And it's a story of almost every person here. Almost every person, it's a story of them. कि मुझे करना है, मुझे सीखना है, मैं सीख नहीं रहा हूँ. टोटली रिलेटेबल. एंड सबकी लाइफ में ये फेज डेफिनेटली आता है. टॉकिंग अबाउट द थिंग कि मैं कर नहीं रहा हूँ, तो ब्रो वो तो करना, वो तो तुम ही करो. ठीक है, कोई आगे बताएगा नहीं. वी कांट गिव यू मोटिवेशन और समथिंग. द वर्क इज वर्क. टॉकिंग अबाउट फर्स्ट थिंग विच यू सेड कि मुझे वो चीज़ अच्छी लगती है, मुझे पता है वो चीज़ मुझे पसंद है, पर मैं उसे कर नहीं रहा हूँ. मुझे करना चाहिए. आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट, बट समटाइम्स आई एम लाइक मैं करूँ या नहीं करूँ, मैं करता क्यों नहीं हूँ. You might be going behind the fact that पैशन हो तो फिर काम करने का अपने आप हो जाता है, मोटिवेशन अपने आप आ जाता है. अगर आप पैशनेट हो किसी चीज के बारे में तो आप उसको करते रहोगे. आप लेजी फील नहीं करोगे, आप एग्जॉस्टेड फील नहीं करोगे. बट टू बी ट्रू एनफ, पैशन इज टोटली ओवररेटेड. तो पैशन इज टोटली ओवररेटेड.
हाँ यार,
ऐसा
fuck bro.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि तुम.
that वो anxious
I'm
करता है और
getting your point. Yeah, I'm getting your point. Like ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि तुम किसी चीज के बारे में बहुत पैशनेट हो तो तुम उसमें करते रहोगे और कभी एग्जॉस्ट नहीं होगे. There will be a time, कभी ना कभी हो गए यार, हो गए. So it's you have to go and work on something. It's not like passion तुमको वर्क कराएगा. वर्क तुमको पैशन ला सकता है, पैशन तुमको वर्क कराएगा. That can be something, but you will be exhausted कुछ टाइम बाद. तो प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन एक ही होता है, उठो काम करो. एंड इट्स लाइक हम ये नहीं करेंगे. लाइक तुम अगर हमसे पूछ रहे हो कि हाउ वी कैन सॉल्व इट, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट वी विल डू समथिंग कि हम तुम्हें उस चीज में ऐसा बता देंगे कि लाइक तुम जो काम कर रहे हो उसे तुम करने लग जाओ, या तुम अपना ये चीज जो है उसमें तुम पैशनेट हो तो तुम उसमें कंसिस्टेंट हो जाओ. वी विल नॉट वर्क ऑन दैट थिंग. वी वी विल नॉट डू दिस थिंग कि तुम अपने काम को 21 दिन तक लगातार करो. हम वो चीज नहीं करते कि तुम अपने काम को 21 दिन तक लगातार करो. नहीं, हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता. तो अपने काम को 20 दिन गैप से करो, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. हमें फर्क पड़ता है तुम 21 दिन वो करो जो हम करवा रहे हैं. ठीक है, जो टास्क हम दे रहे हैं. एंड दो टास्क आर समथिंग जो सबकॉन्शियसली तुमको अंदर ट्रेन करते हैं और तुम्हें कंसिस्टेंट बनाते रहते हैं, तुम्हारे माइंडसेट को स्ट्रांगली बिल्ड करते हैं. तुम्हारे वर्क फ्लो को एफिशिएंट करते हैं, तुम्हारी प्रोडक्टिविटी को इंक्रीज करते हैं, एंड वो सबकॉन्शियस थिंग तुम्हारे इस काम को कॉन्शियसली बहुत ज्यादा अफेक्ट करती है, एंड तुम इसमें कंसिस्टेंट होने लग जाते हो। इनफैक्ट इसमें नहीं, अगर तुम्हें वो पैशनेट नहीं है, तुमने उसको छोड़ दिया, तुम कुछ और पकड़ोगे ना, तो तुम उसमें कंसिस्टेंट हो जाओगे, राइट? इट्स नॉट लाइक कि अगर तुम्हारे पास पंख है तो तुम इसी इसी शहर में उड़ोगे। भाई तो किसी भी शहर में उड़ सकता है, तो किसी भी देश तक जा सकता है उड़ के। तो इट्स नॉट लाइक कि म्यूजिक वाली ही चीज में तुम कंसिस्टेंट हो जाओगे हमारे प्रोग्राम से। वट एवर यू विल डू, यू विल बी कंसिस्टेंट इन दैट, बिकॉज तुम्हारे नेचर में वो कंसिस्टेंसी आती है, एंड दैट कम्स बाय वर्किंग ऑन।
Yeah,
वो
makes
किसी और
sense,
चीज
makes
से।
sense. Because to be honest, Indian mentality ये बोलते हैं. So I'm into multiple things, to be honest. I make videos, I dance, okay. I'm into music production, तो है ही वो, तो मेरे को करना ही है. But I also love to make videos, different purposes, stuff like that. But मेरे parents बोलते हैं कि कर एक चीज में फोकस कर, फिर आगे जा, ऐसे वैसे बोलते हैं. But doing that, I want to explore myself. मेरे को मेरे options ये करने हैं. So of course I want to be an independent artist. तो उसके लिए मेरे को ही video edit, maybe starting में I have to do it myself. I still do it. So I am like that. And of course, being an artist, I have to understand digital marketing myself, how to market myself, how to explore and learn new things to make my better socially. You know what I mean? So that does make sense. अगर पंख है तो किधर भी उड़ सकता है. That's true, bro. I love the quote. Yeah. So
That
is it
just
like
came out
the
of the
abundance
conversation.
challenge? Have you heard about abundance challenge?
No.
Is it like that?
It's from Shivansh,
No,
it's
it's
from
okay.
Shivansh Bhardwaj.
But I get that. Do that.
It's sorry,
Probably do
Shivansh
that.
is
Thanks,
here.
man.
I
That was all.
follow Srijan. Is it from Srijan Bhardwaj that of Abundance Challenge?
I don't know. I get these couple of messages. 21 दिन वो लोग I did try, but I was inconsistent. निकाल दिया जैसे you said कि उसमें मतलब you have to meditate, you have to listen to positive. There's this audio कि you have to meditate and gratitude. You have to write gratitude, like what makes you, that gratitude ID diaries, keep that
Okay,
track. And yeah, there are a couple of things. But yeah, again,
that's
वो
great. Do
भी
let me know
because
about
of my
it.
surround.
Yeah,
हाँ जी.
yeah. I'm saying do let me know about it in the DM. I would surely know about it more. ज़्यादा जानना चाहूँगा इस बारे
Yeah.
में।
Let's put on a
Yeah,
pause,
that's there.
whenever
But because again, I'm afraid roll to the program you're talking about, okay? And again, things aren't that well, happening at my home, or like मैं वो vibe
It
में नहीं हूँ.
will,
मतलब
it will.
समझ रहे अभी चीजें बहुत I'm giving multiple interviews. I'm giving multiple interviews कि like fuck मुझे पहले job मिल जाए, कुछ एक routine लग जाए कि एक बार job मिल गया तो फिर again में एक routine, at least income source होगा. तो yeah, there are थोड़े सीन है. तो मेरे को वैसा डर लगता है कि भाई मैं ऐसा नहीं करना, करूंगा and then after a couple of days I'm like, because I'm quitting it. If I'm because
होता है ब्रो,
I'm
होता
that
है,
kind of a guy. If I do it, then I would do it.
होता है ब्रो, होता है, सबके साथ होता है, मेरे साथ भी बहुत हुआ है। सीओई में बहुत मेंबर्स हैं जिनके साथ बहुत हुआ है, और ऑब्वियसली रिजल्ट्स आते हैं, चीज़ें बदलती है। सो इट्स क्वाइट वेरी ओके, जस्ट बी इन द be in the self introspection state, the highest self introspection state of the thing, that I accept whatever is happening with me and I am ready to change it. That's it. It starts with
Yeah.
accepting. So we will talk about it. Just shoot me a DM, या तो community के page पे या
Cool.
कैसे भी. Would love to see you
Yeah.
in COE also. Like we have people in COE जो
Sure,
कि
bro. Like I
गाते
love
हैं.
the vibe, bro. I love the vibe. Like how you guys, especially like Shivansh, I know him like more than half year or something like that, and he's been a good friend, bro. I just came here to कि जानने के लिए कि नई चीजें हैं, and I love the communicate, how to engage, and you guys are genuine, bro. That's what I am that myself,
you are
because
genuine, man.
that's where 100% connect, bro. If I like your vibe, like fuck everything else, fuck haters, fuck everything. and we are all in. So yeah, I'll definitely shoot you a DM.
And बात करते हैं
Yeah,
हम लोग भी call पे Roshan whenever you're free.
Shivansh is here. What's up, bro?
yeah, definitely. And Shivansh is like उसने जैकेट उतार दिया. He is like ठीक है, जिसने जज करना था कर लिया as a speaker. अभी मेरे को
हाँ भाई,
गाली
बस अपनी
बकनी है.
पब्लिक है, अभी कुछ ज्यादा ज्यादा सीन नहीं है, हो गया अपना ये सब जोन में. I'm really sorry, मैं just निकला and I just won't even wear a shirt.
That's okay. अब
It's like
बंद कर
fuck
दो
it,
कैमरा
bro.
Roshan. बहुत हो गया.
That's what friends do.
हाँ रुक, बस
Go
बस
grab a
बस.
shirt. All right. So Mohit, I
So
think
guys,
we have taken a lot
yeah,
of
it's done.
time. So I would want to take a leave. For the people who are here, I want to show you the setup कैसे बन रहा था ये. So I showed this to Mohit and everyone. So यहाँ पे एक monitor है, उसके नीचे एक container है, यहाँ पे मेरा दूसरा laptop है और उसके नीचे कुछ सामान पड़ा हुआ है. So it's just messed up. Everything is messed up. But you know, I tried standing wala today. I would highly recommend you guys if you are working around. I think it's more productive. My back is aching honestly because I'm not used to standing. But I will give you guys a try because अभी like lockdown के चक्कर में हम लोग घर पे रहते हैं. I've seen a lot of people are working while standing, so give it a try. With that, I'll stop now and Mohit, let's end this. If you want to take a screen
Yeah,
grab, let's take a screen grab. And thank you so much again for everyone who was here.
yeah. Let's have some smiling faces. Guys, turn on your videos. Okay, guys, videos on. नीरव, छवि, रोशा, रोशा, ठीक है. शर्ट बिना शर्ट सब चलेगा bro. कृष्णा, गौरव, हरपाल, हर्ष. Okay, right now, am I ready? I guess I'm not yet ready to have the screenshot right now. Madhav, can you take the screenshot for me? Okay, guys, turn on your video. Disha, how you could how you could do this? Turn on your video. Shivansh, you're muted.
Oh shit.
पार्टनर आ जाओ.
गौरव, गौरव भाई, दिशा, मेहनत, like तुम लोग कैसे वीडियो ऑफ रख सकते
I
हो?
was like, Disha and Sampati don't have the camera on. I was surprised.
हाँ, Sampriti always have it.
All right, let's grab it. Okay, it could be.
Okay.
It's fine. They might be at some place that they can't open it. That's fine. Awesome. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye bye. I'm gonna sleep. It's almost 1 a.m. here in Sydney. I'm gonna have a very good night's sleep, and I'll see you guys. If you have any feedbacks, if you don't have any feedbacks, tell me about how this webinar is on Instagram. I'm gonna go and I'll leave Mohit if he wants to go for a bit more. I want to take. I want to sit down right now. ज़्यादा मैंने
ज़्यादा हो गया. I didn't know कि तुम खड़े हो इतनी देर से.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. But like that means that I have to work on my,
Yeah,
fitness
that's a good
now.
night from my side too.
Good night. All right. See you. Bye. Bye. I'll
See you,
end this
man.
video now. Yeah. Take care.